Well, hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well this Thursday. My settings right here. It's always helpful. All right. Hey, Emily. Working on a couple things to get set up here. There we go. Link is pinned to the top if anybody'd like to join. Just a quick saying hi. I'm not doing anything or planned anything right now, so hope you're doing well, Emily. It's good to see you. I'm doing pretty good. Enjoying the sunshine, of course. About ready to trim this mess on my face a little bit, maybe. Definitely will not be doing that on the live. My clippers are really sharp. Been setting up my camera to hopefully do some videoing tonight of the meteor shower. I'm hoping, at least. Been having troubles with the setting on the GoPro for low light conditions like that. But I'll be setting that up. I'll be setting my phone up, and I'll be setting my camera, my regular camera, up for pictures. Hopefully I can get some really good shots. Rebecca, how you doing? Yeah, the fun part is not the getting up at midnight to watch the show, but you go to bed early, and I just got up from a nap, so that's the way it is for me. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a decent week at least. It's for us, it's been kind of cold here this week. Low 70s and high 30s. So been kind of interesting getting up in the morning. It's touch nipply, and midday and I'm still wearing an insulated flannel because heck, 70 degrees for me is cold. Working on making hats. Yeah, of course you are. I love it that you're always doing that, Rebecca. And everybody that's got your hats absolutely loves them and enjoys them. I don't see me wearing mine anytime soon, but I got it handy just in case. I was gonna make another belt or dog collar today, and I just said no. I'm gonna take the day off and not really do much of anything, which in a way is kind of sad. In another way, it's kind of pathetic. I should be doing something, at least working on something. I did a little bit this morning. I was getting ready to do the finish work on my little cactus stump. I've got it all cleaned up now. I got to do a little bit of sanding and then clear coat it once the winds died down, which it's not even blowing right now, so go figure. I finished it earlier. The wind was blowing like crazy, and it's like, now I'm frustrated. Should have done that. Nice. How long that take you, Rebecca? A few days. When I'm working on the dog collars, I can do one in an hour and a half if I really just sit down and bust it out. But I never do that. I get up, I walk around, I get distracted easily. You guys know I get distracted easily. Simple as that. But I did finish the one I made the other day. That Des wore to my live. All done, buckled up, stitched up, ready to go. I just lost Chef's address and he hasn't responded to me yet. So as soon as I get his address, I'll ship this to him. Those who don't know, Des won it, but she gave it to Chef for his dog, which I thought was really nice. I was quite happy to do that either way. That's about right. A little less on the collars, but a lot less yarn too. A lot less yarn. Your hats take way more yarn than my belts do. And that for you, you're using a loom also, so the setup time is pretty quick for you. For me, it takes me most of my time just to set up my loom and get my pattern right. And I'll tell you what, that hat you showed me the other day, love those colors. Not going to say anything about it, but I love those colors. I was going to work on the forge today, but didn't do that either. I have. I got to start making tools for the forge work. I'm not going to buy tools. I'm going to try to make all the tools. Last couple of days, I've been trying to figure out how to set up the camera properly so my body's not in the way when I'm doing the work. Like when I was doing the live stream making that belt, I was in the way of the camera the whole time. And it was kind of irritating when I watched it later. It's like, oh, dang it. So I'm working on the camera angles and stuff like that for the forge. But I will be coming out with some videos. That's awesome, Rebecca. Very variegated yarn. I don't think I've even heard of that. Is that just a multicolored yarn? I have a couple of those. They didn't work the first couple times I tried to use them for belts. They didn't like the look, but I think what I have is a light and a green together, a light color and a green color together. If that's the same kind of yarn you're talking about. I also need to get a couple new colors. Not much time. How you doing? I figure it's a quiet time of the week. I know Chef's got a premiere in 3 hours. Des goes live in 4, and then there's another live at 5, my time, or 5 hours for me, I guess it is. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I don't have any of that. I just have the multicolored yarn itself, but I have seen the ones that have that. So when you're doing the potholes and stuff like that, that's how you get those colors to fade across and stuff like that with that kind of yarn. I understand now, which is very cool. I still haven't used mine yet. Still got them in a container over here protected, but I haven't used them. Something else before this channel, what was it? Before my channel? Man, I changed the name of my channel at one point in time, but I don't know what else before this channel. I've been in a couple live streams today talking with people, keeping up with the RB community and stuff like that. But I don't recall seeing you guys in there, because most of you aren't in that community either, so that makes a difference. I'm still working over the idea to start another channel or not for cooking. I'll tell you what, I'm real tempted to make a video last night. I made a 15 bean ham soup, basically ham stew, ham soup. Oh my gosh, that was so good. And of course, you know, you make something like that, it's a pretty good sized pot. So it says it serves 8, and once I dished it out after we got done eating, I had 6 more servings. So yep, it said it made 8. Got 8 servings. That's all in the freezer now, of course. There's a couple guys out there that look like me. You know, can't keep a good-looking guy down, right? Actually, there's a few times I've gone through looking through YouTube and like, man, I don't remember making that video. It's the way it works sometimes. Some people are unique and look their own way, but other people are like, oh yeah, there's a ton of us out there that look exactly the same. Hey Zaxon, how you doing? Hope you're doing well today. I can't think of any. I'm horrible at names, so I can't think of the other names I keep thinking about. But every time I see a picture of them on a thumbnail, it's like, man, I don't remember that. Oh well, you know, you can't win them all. But yeah, still deciding whether to keep some of this fuzz or just get rid of it again. It's warm enough down here. I don't really need the facial hair. And it grows so much. You know, I shave my head and my face at the same time, and my beard is just outgrowing my face like leaps and bounds. So Rebecca is going to do an appreciation and giveaway. That's crazy. How many hats are you going to do for this giveaway, Rebecca? And Zaxon, you can call me Tony. Everybody else does. It's fine. Another thing I wanted to ask, is I'm going to be start doing foraging videos and stuff like that on the forge. I've got 2 or 3 years in foraging experience already. 2 years off of foraging experience once I started the life on the road. I really couldn't find me a forge and anvil I really liked that fit in my motorhome. Basically, weight and size are limited, but I'd like to know what you guys would like to see. I can make anything. I can make anything. It doesn't matter what it's made of, but exclusively for the forging. I mean, I make simple things like hooks. I've made a bunch of knives, but nobody wants to buy a knife. They're too expensive. 30 or 40 of them. So you trying to do this before Christmas, Rebecca? And I just need to buy you a crate of yarn at the auction like I used to have. I bought not a crate, but a box of yarn. You know the big shipping boxes you get from Good or U-Haul? I bought one of those full of yarn once. The only problem was I could only use a little bit of it because most of it was synthetics or acrylics. I use cotton, and I'm a 100% cotton fan. Works better. I've done things with the wool yarn. I have a really nice big ball of wool yarn, but I don't want to work with it. Do fine for the necklaces, but who wants, you know, a wool necklace? It's not comfortable. Some people have the itchy factor for it, which is too bad. I'm down here in Arizona. There's no junkyards where I'm at, so I can't go out and get coil springs and leaf springs like I'd normally work on a forge with. And the only set of railroad tracks, they don't even allow you to get near them. So I can't walk along them and pick out, you know, railroad spikes to play with. Because believe it or not, I can take a railroad spike, I can stretch it out almost 3 feet long. which I make for cowboy hat hooks. Okay, so closer to the first of the year, maybe February. I was thinking about doing a Christmas giveaway, but it's way too late now. It's just too late. I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff I do want to give away. I have a bunch of stuff I'm setting aside just for my Etsy, because I want to fire up my Etsy store, especially if I'm going to be doing foraging and stuff like that. I want to be able to just rapidly, hey, put it in an envelope, get it gone. Because, like I said, with my nomad lifestyle, I can't keep a whole lot with me. But the dog collars, I got, I don't know, 10 or 12 already made, ready to go up on the page. A bunch of the Lucette looms. I say that, nobody knows what that is. They're a lot like this. It's the fork I use for weaving a cordage. Works great for making anything, even like a cotton thread, into a really strong cordage. Very awesome tool. I'm not selling this. I have 6 of these that are super thick. These are for me because I go through them. I wear them out. I have to keep them. But I have a bunch that I've already got stamped with my emblem. And, you know, those that don't know, I have a brass stamp that I can brass stamp my emblem on here with. I might be able to show you. I think I have one close to handy. That would be fun. But yeah, here's one with my stamp on it. But as you can see, they're a little bit thinner. They're still good. Don't get me wrong. These are solid oak. So they're not bad. It's just the thicker ones, because I do so much. You know, have you ever seen one of those monster spools of yarn? That's what I did training on when I was first getting into it. And it was just white. Gave it to a friend of mine. He makes armor, and he uses it for all the tying of the pieces of armor together. He's like, "Oh, this stuff's great because if you get hit too hard, it'll rip or tear, and it's easy to fix." Oh, itchy spot in my back. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I sat there for, I don't know, 2 weeks getting rid of that big ball of yarn. Now I buy the little ones because I'm just making belts and stuff like that, which I've made, well, probably over 200 or 300 belts. Doesn't keep up with Rebecca and her hats, but it's a different kind of weaving too. I made my loom. I had to make my loom because buying a $300 loom just for doing this stuff, not an option for me. Everybody knows I'm very cheap. I do everything on the cheap best I can. Just buying the yarn can get expensive. But yarn isn't super expensive, but to make one belt probably cost me $1.50. Plus, if I'm making a dog collar, I got to pay for the D-ring and the clasp and all that stuff, which costs me another, I don't know, 30 cents or something like that, because I buy it in bulk. So yeah, it's not super expensive. It's the effort and time involved that makes the price go up. I'm selling a dog collar for 25 bucks. I don't know if they're going to sell for that, but I can't sell them for less. I mean, that's cutting me cheap. And these Lucette looms, I'll be selling them for $10 free shipping. That's fair price. When I'm at festivals, I used to give away the loom and charge $5 for the lesson how to use it. Fair enough, you know. If somebody already knew how to use it, I'd just give them a loom. But if they already know how to use it, they have one most of the time too. Wind's coming out of the east today. It's kind of weird for us. So usually we get it out of the west, north, or south. But right now it's blowing this way, which this way's west, this way's east, north, south, So it's kind of weird. Hopefully it doesn't blow any clouds in tonight because I really want to enjoy that meteor shower tonight. I hope everybody that can gets to see it at least in the next couple days. I was out there last night and man, I have a little window when I'm laying in the hammock because I'm hanging under this carport. But I was seeing at least 3 every minute just out of this little window I got. And tonight I'm taking the cot out in the middle of the parking lot here and I'm sleeping on there to watch the meteor shower. And I will try to catch what I can on camera. I tried to set up the camera for doing nighttime shots. Oh man, I don't want to talk to him.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Great show
Not
yesterday.
much. Hey, I appreciate that, man. And yeah, you don't got to talk to me. I'm just here to talk to your audience, bro.
I see how it is. Hey, when you get a chance,
just
email me
kidding.
your address again.
Okay.
I somehow keep losing your address out of everybody's.
You just keep throwing it away. That's why.
That's probably it. Delete. No, I did a live stream earlier this week, and I made a belt or a dog collar.
Yeah.
Des won the dog collar and gave it to you for Scully.
Oh man, that's what's
Scully,
up. Yeah, I got your message when you shot me that message, and I forgot to respond. I've been busy, and then I was wondering if it was because of the dog collar. I just hadn't reached out to you. I seen you on. I'm like, let me jump on and see what's up.
Yeah, you popped in for a little while, but
yeah,
I know how it is.
Yeah.
You done working?
Yeah, I just got out. I'm about to go pick up my daughter.
I was kind of early for you to be off work, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 o'clock. It's 2:20 right now.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. It's only 2:20.
Yeah.
How's the weather up there?
Weather's it's chilly in the morning, but it warms up in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was 37 yesterday morning.
Wow.
So you want to talk about chilly?
Oh, thank you. I think we're like in the 50s in the morning. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I don't see that in my future anytime soon. And I think the high today is supposed to be 72 or 73. Still cold. Still got the insulated flannel on.
Stop blasting off trees and stuff. I think you lost me.
I lose you. I lose.
Can you hear
connection. I can hear you.
There we are. Okay.
You must have drove by a tree.
I don't know that. Probably. Yeah, they got these new trees on the freeway, man.
Rebecca has a question for you.
Okay.
What is the Scoville rate on Devil Dog's dust?
Scoville rate. That's a great question. The pepper that we use is it's called a chitlapine pepper, and I did look it up, but I do not remember what the numbers were for that.
That's midway on the chart, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very hot in my opinion, but for someone that doesn't do much heat, there might be a good kick for them, and it just depends on how much you use. So
I know people that can't do jalapenos, so
yeah.
Wife can't even do black pepper. And you want to talk about cooking bland food. I did a pot of beans yesterday, cooked that for 8 hours, and not a bit of pepper in the whole thing. It was still good, don't get me wrong, but it would have been better with some chilies or some, cayenne.
Yeah. Yeah, a little something. I hear you.
Yeah, but your
Yeah,
show
once I
last night,
stop, I'll
you got done
sorry.
cooking. I turned it off before you started eating. Like, I don't want to see this. We got a big old pot of beans over here. I did keep it running though, of course. I just found something else to do. But it looked great. All you guys looked great on what you did. Hey, Nicole. Chef's having driving issues.
Yeah, he's still learning how to drive.
Well, I think it's the big blue steering wheel of yours is the biggest issue.
It could be. It might be, man. It's blocking the frequencies,
Man, it couldn't be worse than me going to Walmart at 7 o'clock this morning, then having to drive back and can't see nothing. I need to clean my windshield.
No. So do I.
And then, as I'm driving back, I'm watching the sunset as it's rising because I'm right next to the big hills here in Fortuna. Like I was sitting there over at Walmart, which is over, not even Yuma yet, and it was sunny, warm, nice. And I'm driving back, and I'm just going, oh man, temperature of my Jeep is just going down.
Colder and colder, huh?
I took a smell of it. It burned my nose a little. Well, you're not supposed to just smell it, Rebecca. You got to eat that stuff too. Might burn it a lot more if you eat it.
I gotta see if the name of the chili is on the website because we still have some Devil Dog dust left. So we haven't taken it down yet. But I don't know if the name of the pepper is on there. So
I still got plenty. I haven't even touched your ghostly shadows yet.
No.
No, the habanero just tastes so good. I'm still working with that big old. I bought 3 big jugs off you.
Yeah.
My
3 pounds. Yeah, 3 pounds.
Gift, and I'm working on the other one. I'm out of jalapeno. That one went quick. But it's like, I like the flavor of the habanero way better than jalapeno because habanero has, to me, a better flavor.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, how you doing?
Rebecca, have you used that yet or no? I'm assuming not.
I'm assuming not too. If it burned her nose just smelling it.
Yeah, last night's show was bomb, man. It was a good show. Like I was trying to say, there was a few spots where it got kind of quiet and stuff, but it's hard to pay attention to chat and kind of interact with everybody when you're cooking. And there's like so much going on. And then my laptop for whatever reason kept freezing on me, so I don't know. My comments wouldn't show up, and then they'd show up, and then they'd be all way up at the top, and I'm like, oh, forget it.
Well, at least you had Devil Dog kind of administrating the whole thing. That helped quite a bit. He was posting because I couldn't see the other chats. I didn't have the other tabs open.
Yeah,
it is a pain to have multiple tabs open and try to pay attention to everybody's chat, then actually pay attention to the stream too.
Right.
I mean, I love the fact that you all had 3 different styles of cooking the same thing.
Right.
I mean, you did it more traditional than the others because I know what your guys are cooking. In that bucket, let her soak it in, drip it off, throw her on the hot skillet. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's the traditional way of doing it,
Today was a year ago. Today was the first time that I actually made this, and it was the first video we dropped for our 12 Days of Grillmas season 2.
Oh wow!
That sandwich we did yesterday. Yeah.
You're gonna do it again before next year?
I don't know. We probably will just for the family. Probably won't video it again
Oh, I made it last year. I made it the year before. Made it the year before that. But yeah, about once a year maybe I'll do that.
So yeah, it was a good time yesterday. I'm glad Devil Dog was able to make it. You know, he was able to run StreamYard for me because trying to do all that plus cook.
And he was done good. He was popping you guys up individually, trying to keep up with you guys' chat. The chat on all the channels, you know. Well, you get all the chat in StreamYard, so it's a little easier that way.
Yeah. So shout out to Devil Dog, man. Big shout out to Devil Dog.
He did good.
Yeah.
He's a pro.
Yeah. Yeah, I hit him up like a month ago when we did the last collab, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm up next to host the thing, and can you help me out?"
Well, he did good. I'm glad he was able to do it too, because we know he's been busy.
Yeah, he's awesome with that stuff. So what you got going on, Tony?
No, a day off. I'm not doing damn thing today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I figured I just got up from a nap. I'll probably take another one and then go to bed early, then get up tonight for the meteor shower. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I seen you post something about it. I didn't watch it, but
it's going to be better than I saw last night or this morning. I'm all in on it. I mean, it was crazy how many shoots were in the sky at one time.
Wow.
I mean, all of a sudden you go, boom, you get a splatter of them, and it's like, holy moly, that's crazy. And, I'm from Washington. We never see this stuff this time of year. We don't see the sky or the sun or anything. And last year, I don't remember what I was doing last year, but I totally forgot clearly about it. I think I was over in Yuma camping, and there would have been no way to see it at all, But now I'm out here in Fortuna Foothills. There's not much light pollution at all, so I got a chance. I wanted to be camping right now. I want to be out there and up in Copa, out in the middle of nothing, going, all right, no light pollution. I'm good.
There you go.
I am going to try to do some recording tonight, Jamie. I'm hoping I've redid some settings on the camera. I'm hoping that'll work. I don't know whether I'm going to have to do I don't know how long I'll be able to film. It says I got 7.5 hours on my memory card, but I don't know how long my battery's going to last. I'd never just set it down and let it film before. I do know I get a pretty good expanse of the sky when I do set it up, so I'll probably set it up about 1 a.m., let it run till the battery's dead. And if I notice, I'll put another battery in, let it run again. Because for my mount and stand, I can't actually plug the thing in at the same time.
Oh, damn.
So that kind of sucks. I thought about time lapse, but time lapse, it only takes a photo every so often. I need it to film the whole thing, and I'll just speed that video right up. So it looks like lightning going across the sky,
Yeah, I like that stuff. That is cool.
And Double Dog commented as soon as I posted the video, a short video today. He's like, "Where's the footage of the meteor shower? Did you not listen to the video? It's tonight." And I hope many as you can see the sun, you go out and you at least have a few minutes of looking, being outside. Because last night was crazy. I mean, just 3 or 4 a minute. Just crazy amount.
Wow.
And I'm sure it was more than that if I'd have been out in an open area, but I wasn't. I was laying in the hammock under a carport, looking up those wedge sky I can see. But yeah, we'll test out the GoPro, see if it can handle that whole thing. Because usually about that time of night, there's nobody out here has lights on or anything out in this area. So hopefully, I mean, I might have to set it
goes like what, pitch black?
on the ground, but say it again, Chef.
I said, so is it pitch black? What, there where you're at?
No, I wish. That's why I wanted to be out camping today. But I went last week, and the wife's like, well, no, because we got to get ready to go to California next week. So be it.
Cali, baby.
Not that I really want to go to California, but I filled the tank before I parked, so I can drive there and back, and I'll fill it once I get back here. So I am not filling that tank with the California gas.
I don't blame you.
It's crazy. I mean, I drove down from Washington this year. Oh, we're running low on gas. Over to Nevada. I stopped in Reno, got gas. Back to California.
Wow.
Stopped in Vegas, got gas. Back to California.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. It's crazy out there.
I mean, I think $3.49 is kind of expensive for regular gas. So I fill up the Jeep probably once a week because, you know, we're always traveling and going around adventuring and stuff like that. But the motorhome, yeah, that's expensive when you got a 100-gallon tank.
Not bad. Was it $6-7 a gallon out there in Cali?
Yeah, we saw $7.85 at one point.
Ooh.
Like, oh no, we can take this 100-mile detour. Not a problem. Yeah, we get a discount at certain areas for diesel. We get like 30 to 40 cents off. But in California, that's not even a discount.
Yeah.
I mean, when I stopped in Reno, I think I paid $4.50 or something like that for diesel. When I stopped in Vegas, I think it was $4.65 for diesel with my discount and everything. And down here, it's 5 something. I don't get a discount anywhere around here, which sucks. I like discounts. You know, when you're filling up, especially when, you know, when we stopped in Vegas, I had an empty tank. I was like, no, we got to get out of California. Let's go over to Vegas and get some gas. It still cost me, you know, $300 or $400.
Yeah.
Which we plan in our budget because we know how much it costs to travel around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I need to get out and travel myself. Working home, and wife try to get the family out and go do something, you know.
This is the time of year to do it.
Yeah.
It's not super hot out there. I mean, those who don't know, Chef's stuck in Mesa. 20 miles one way, 20 miles another.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which the wife was trying to schedule our trip back north so I could come by and see you.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it's like, well, you want to go to Texas. This is not even close. You know, from Tucson to Phoenix to Texas. No, that's not the route you take.
Well, what are we, like an hour and something from, I think I'm like an hour and some, a little over an hour from Tucson.
Yeah. I mean,
Something
I can make
like that.
easy enough, but I want to go the other way. And
Yeah, if you can drive 100 miles to go get gas in another state, come on now. No.
that's a good point.
Just saying. Oh, just kidding.
That's a good point. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing?
I'm doing
Hi, Rebecca.
great. In fact, thank you, Dee.
Ah,
Dee's the one that sent it to me.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It was, yeah, we were supposed to send it to you and we ended up sending it to her. That's right. I was like, wait, what? I'm all lost.
It's like, okay, I guess I got a gift from Dee. I was like, "Woo,
Yeah.
thank you."
Yeah, that was supposed to be your winnings that we sent to the wrong way. Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I got her done, all finished up, ready to send to Chef.
Nice.
But I'm about to make a whole bunch of people jealous.
It is big enough for about the largest dog you can imagine.
There's my brother. Someone gave him a computer.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nice.
I can't get it on Gmail.
Oh,
Well, I think we.
So now you got to find room to set it up next to you.
I don't know how he's going to do that. But there's going to be a whole bunch. There's going to be a whole bunch of people really jealous because Christine at Mrs. Gillum Farms, after I made her hat, she says, "You are going to be the first to get my T-shirt," and I got it today.
Nice.
All right, can we
I was
block
like,
her?
Thank you. Some people say, "Oh, I'm going to be the first," and I'm like,
I think we should
No, you're not.
remove her from the panel.
Giveaway is going to be a Stone Wolf T-shirt.
Nice.
I've been
"And
saving
my
this shirt,
boys."
trying not to give it away, but I know my next giveaway is going to be my Stone Wolf T-shirt,
Boys.
and
Yeah.
I'm not going to title the video for it either. Because I just think people that do that, it's just wrong, you know.
Yeah, because then everybody shows up that don't really show up to your play. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't watch my content, I don't care. But if
Yeah.
you want something from me, you need to watch my content most of the time. I'm just like the other live I did earlier this week. And Des won the dang dog collar, and I was kind of laughing at the time because it wouldn't even fit her head. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna give that to Chef." All right. Hey, came with Jackie Boy. Welcome in. Hope
I'll
Jackie
be sure
Boy's
to
doing
thank her
good.
next time.
How I ended up smelling this is when I was taking off the cover that goes on this, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is spicy. You better be careful how much you use."
Rebecca was trying to snort the SPG.
No, it was when I removed
Sorry.
this and then removed that. It's like, okay, that's getting to my nose. No,
Just a little bump.
I didn't do that.
I'm just
You
kidding.
guys aren't hearing an echo from me, are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure because I'm not wearing a headset today. I'm trying a new setup with my speakers. I just don't want to make sure there's no echo because
Yeah, it's
then I plug in the headset and go there.
Yeah, it has a little kick, Rebecca. I don't think it's very hot. My
no.
Yeah, but
anyways.
You and I
Um,
have different taste buds when it comes to hot.
All
right,
of us do.
right.
But remember the first time I made chili, I put 5 tablespoons for 3 pounds of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sounds
I can stand a little heat, but I did have to put sour cream in there and cheese to tame it down. So there is things I can do to minimize.
Right.
You can tame the heat a little bit. You know, keep that glass of cream handy.
No, what you sent me was Devil's Dog's Dust. The first one I got was SPG.
Yeah, the SPG, I use it every so often, but my wife doesn't do pepper. She can't even handle black pepper. When she was a kid, she fell and bit off the tip of her tongue. So anything with some decent spice burns her.
Wow.
So the SVG, we take it camping every time. We take that, the habanero camping every time, you know, because now we can cook with some real spice.
Yeah.
I did my steak last week when I was out rock hounding. I did the habanero fully. I beat that stuff into the meat with a piece of wood. Just picked up a piece of wood off the ground and started going. I just beat
Wow.
it into the big old thick steak, you know. That was good. That was one of the few times my dog did not steal the steak off the grill. He waited till it was done. You wouldn't believe how many steaks I've lost off the grill.
Already slobbering on me, boy.
That's funny.
My
That's
my
funny.
leg is getting wet because of Denver. He's drooling on me, and I don't know why.
You
What's
touch that
going on,
bottle,
Denver?
you want some.
I don't think you need the spiciness, boy. Nope.
So when's your next collab, Chef?
Actually, I'm not sure. I was supposed to do something with Tom Garvey, the keto cook, but he's not filming stuff right now. I got to reach out to him, so I may do something with a Keto Journey with Mike. I know they got a show that they normally do on Wednesdays. And then as far as any other collabs, I don't really have anything lined up. I was supposed to do something with Gorilla Joe also, but that I never reached back to him because I had gotten swamped with a bunch of other stuff. So I gotta put out I gotta reach out to people and see what we got going on. But right now, what I have going is the 12 days of Grillmas. For the next 12 days, we're gonna be dropping a video every day
Chef's
until
been
Christmas.
popping those out.
So the first one is set for premiere for in about 2 hours.
Yep. That's
So,
why I went live now, because I know you got the premiere coming up, then Dennis goes live, and then I know another person goes live, then another person after that. So I was like, I'm not doing anything. Why not? Because I wanted to go live today.
yeah.
And D, I have not videoed yet. I'm gonna hope to get some video tonight. If you don't see a video of it, it's because it didn't come out. Simple as that. My camera is not great for low light conditions.
I got to do something. There we go. You can't see the hats.
Now you gotta make sure
Unless
we
it's in
can't
the
see that.
background. I can show you the variegated that I'm using, but I'm not going to show you the solid that I'm using right now with it. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, man, to make that, wow. Good thing machines do it, you know, because I'm thinking about the old spinning of the yarn and how the heck, you know, you'd have to take one color as you're spinning, add the other color in, cut the one color off so you can spin in the next color. And you know, I've done a lot of spinning. I've spun a lot of yarn the old way, the loom way, and whatnot. But man, how tedious is that?
I have watched people dye different, like wools and stuff that they're dyeing. You know, they put this stuff on and it graduates up, and it's like I have no clue how they end up coloring these different colors on, and it's not a very long segment of it. I would not know how they do that.
I don't either. I've never, you know, I've done a lot of old style reenactments, stuff like that. It's where I learned my weaving and everything from shredding the fabrics to make the yarn, to rolling the yarn to make the yarn, to dyeing the yarn and stuff like that. And it's like, what do? They got like 3 jugs of colors out there, and they just move the yarn as they're spinning it into the 3 jugs, or what? I don't know how they do it. I mean, somehow they weave it all together, keep it the same thickness, which is always the problem when you're spinning one yarn into another. You know, wool is what we use most of the time. Wool and flax in the reenactments, you know, because nobody grew cotton in the Norse community, you know, simple as that. But yeah, how do you do that? You just have one bucket of one color, one bucket of another color, another bucket of another color, and you just kind of pull them into the as you're spinning it? I don't know.
I would think as this acrylic yarn is being pulled through, that it's just being pulled through different multiple colors. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Because it just keeps repeating when you get to the first, and then you get next.
It's a certain distance in the thread that's that color, and the same on the next. And I mean, doing that by hand, there's no way you can match those colors like that and make it consistent. Unless you're an absolute pro at spinning. And those that don't know about spinning
All right,
yarn,
man.
the Vikings use. Go ahead, Chef.
I'm gonna tap out. Little Chef's about to get out, so I'll catch you guys later on.
Yeah, we'll catch you at your premiere.
All right, peace out.
Take it easy. Yeah,
But,
I'm
you
like,
would spin. You take it's a stick with a rock on it, and you rub the rock on your leg to spin the stick, and you collect the yarn around the stick, and that's how you would make your thread or yarn, thread yarn, and whatever you're making, of course.
okay, this is where one color starts, and then this is the next where the next color starts.
But it's the same thickness.
It is. So it just I know there used to be this show I used to watch that was How It's Made. When we had
I watched a lot of How It's Made.
Oh my gosh.
Redwood Barbecue. What are you doing in here, buddy?
I know his name.
I do too. I just never remember names. So it's easier to remember the channel name and I know this guy.
Yeah, I know him too.
Well, Chef taps out. Now he's in chat.
Tony, no, it's not Tony. What is it?
Stop.
Terry.
Terry. I knew it was a T. I was like,
Yeah, he got it. Beat us to it.
Terry. Yes.
I'm horrible with
Because
names.
yes, I can barbecue.
Why do you think I have mine up here so I know my name?
Oh, I know my name.
And every time I type yours, I have to look at it to spell it right. That's horrible, isn't it? Because I know you as Rebecca.
Well, when you speak it into the phone, when you're talking, it does the English spelling of Rebecca, not the
Which
Hebrew.
is wrong. My niece is Rebecca, and it's spelled different. I got a cousin that's Rebecca, and it's spelled different than both.
Oh.
I don't know him. All right, D.
Hello.
Hello, D. I'm sorry I didn't.
All right, D.
Okay.
I am sorry
I'm
I
so
didn't
sorry.
do a mail call.
I was
I'm
so
sorry I didn't.
All right, D.
Okay.
I am sorry.
I'm so sorry.
She's got to work
Why
on
is
her.
this doing? Can you all hear all that? I'll be right back. Okay. I'll be right
No
back.
problem. multiple screens running at once. I get the issue for sure. I'm really bummed that I cannot run StreamYard on my phone. So I can't
Oh.
get up, walk around and show you some stuff while I'm here. You know, my forge is on the other side of the wall behind me, set up, ready to go. I really shouldn't have took the day off because very little wind today. Would have been a great day to be running the forge and start making some of my tools. But like I said before, it's camera angles that I'm working on right now. That sounds better, D.
You know, I forgot I had my iPad sitting in front of me. That's what all that echo is. I hate with it. I was going to show you something, and it pertains exactly to what you were just talking about. Let me move you over here. Okay. Here is
There it is.
here's one of my.
Spinner.
Yeah, that's one of them. And this is another one.
Oh, I like that one. I like the dome bowl shape
Yeah.
kind of. That's what we used to carve the rocks into to do it.
Yeah. And then I have this one. This one's very light. Very, very light.
I don't recognize that design.
I have this one. This is clay.
Now, oh yeah, the Native Americans made a lot of them out of clay.
Yeah. There you go. I have this one.
Oh,
You can tell that I haven't used them in a while. They're dusty.
They're dirty, dusty. Not dirty.
is
Dusty.
that what they? D, is that what they call a drop spindle?
It is. All
Yeah.
these are drop
Okay.
spindles.
All
Yeah.
of them are drop spindles.
That's what
Man.
you would make your yarn into thread on.
Yeah.
And you just rub the spindle on your leg, let her spin, kind of work it with your hands. It's not an easy task. It takes a lot of skill. I've watched ladies at festivals just whip them out. It's like, are you nuts?
Yeah.
I mean,
Now the way
I've got no problem just going with my fingers, spinning it and trying to keep up. But they're
yeah.
whipping that thing into a frenzy on their legs, you know.
And then I have this one.
Hi, Rick.
But now the way that I did it, I didn't learn to do it on my leg. I learned to do it by dropping it and spinning it and pulling the yarn, you know,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
Taking
doing
it,
the
wrapping
finger spin on the end.
yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So, but that's the way I learned how to do it. But you had to stand to do it if you wanted to get anywhere. So, but those are all the drop spindles that I have. I did love to do this.
Every one I made, I sold, but they're all out
Oh,
of
yeah?
stone. I made every one of them out of stone. They love the stone because of the weight factor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you have
this
to
one,
put
it
stone in
looks
just to
small,
add
but
that
it's definitely
up
got,
to it.
yeah, it's definitely got some weight to it, but you would think that it would be small or, light because it's so small. But yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, they kind of have to be a little bit weighted.
Yeah.
I mean,
But I think
otherwise
this
it
one here,
doesn't work what you want.
I think this one's my favorite.
Thank you, Chef.
That you all were talking about there, and we talked about this the other night, that I did that. I thought I'd show you the ones that I had.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you had any. I know you said something about it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it was,
I used to have a spinning wheel, and it was my mother's, and I also had like an 8-foot walking wheel.
oh
And
wow. Spinning wheels
I
are a
don't-
cool thing, but they're expensive. You can make one
Yeah.
of these spinners very cheap, very inexpensive. You can make one. Anybody can
Yeah.
make one.
Yeah,
Doesn't
if you
take-
can whittle you a notch and have it a little balanced, then yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. The
Um,
balance is a hard thing that a lot of people have talked about,
Yeah.
The bigger the stone, the bigger the shaft. Because you had to balance it absolutely out. so it would spin and you could work it easy enough.
Yeah. Hey, Big Tiny Outdoors. Let's see who else. And hey, 351.
Heidi, how you doing?
But yeah,
Cliff?
I used to go
Is that
to
Cliff? Or am
craft
I
fairs
wrong?
and do what, hey?
That's Cliff, right?
I got a
Big
call
Tiny.
coming in.
I don't know. Big
I'm
Tiny,
home
are you
alone,
Cliff?
so I could absolutely be wrong.
But I
I think
used to go to crafts fairs and use a spinning wheel.
Yeah.
But now my nephew has the spinning wheel because I just didn't do it anymore, and there wasn't any sense to keeping it around. And
That's it. Sorry.
Rick. Okay. Hey, Rick.
I'm horrible at names.
That's why I said
I learned spinning from ladies that were dyeing the wool in vats, and they're dyeing wool in vats, and I was like, all right, I'm interested in this. Went over and started talking to them, and there's a couple of them sitting over to the side, and they're taking it from the vats once it's dried, and they're over there rolling these spinners and just pumping out these yarns. I bought a bunch too.
My mom used to buy the wool straight from, like whoever these people bought it from the farmer. So I mean, it had everything from straw, poop, everything in the bag, and we would have to wash it.
Yeah,
and then everybody knew when mother was
scrape
getting
it out.
Yeah, card it.
Hey Desmond.
You have to card it. That everybody, hey Desmond, everybody knew when mom was going to be doing something because there was wool all over the shrub outside where it was drying.
Oh, yeah. Some of the festivals I
Desmond.
went to, they would be out there actually shearing the llamas
That'd be cool.
and selling the shear, the bulk shear. And these other booths would be buying that to go over and dye it and spin it, and they'd be selling the yarn and the finished product. I sat down with every one of them, every bit from shaping them. I was like, oh, I can do this. All right, let me in here,
Yeah.
Tony.
It's fun. It's fun to do. It's just, it seems like everything I go to do, I have such a heavy hand. So instead of having a little wool thread, I'd have like, when you said, yes. Well, like you said, it's with Rebecca, when you buy it, it's all, so many strands that they put together, and all that. Well, you're going to have a lot of imperfections in the wool whenever you spin it, because you're going to have some lumps and whatever, because the wool's not perfect.
Slow to fast when you're drawing the strand out.
Yeah.
And yes, Rebecca.
It's fun.
I want to show you something that when I used to go to the state fair that I got from these people that were doing. I'm going to put it on this. That was forged.
Oh, that thing's awesome.
It's a hummingbird.
I got to figure out how to do that. I think that would be a great little wind ornament for the bottom of a wood chime.
Take a look at the. I'm going to see if we can see this. Look at the lines that are in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty. Desmond's Donders. I went over and checked out your channel. That's pretty cool. I mean, I really enjoyed your videos. And I subbed to you.
You just haven't checked out his channel?
I didn't know about him until I saw him yesterday.
I'm
yesterday.
Fine,
going to go check out his channel.
Yeah, catch up. Check out his channel. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I like how they call them caravans.
Yeah, I don't get that word.
I guess it's just like, we call it a trailer over here or a camper. They just call it a caravan.
We call it a trailer.
Yeah.
That's a
I just got
big
to let
one. I get to see a bunch drive by every day out here. Yeah, and
We're-
don't get me wrong. I have a big ass motorhome right here, but I don't live in that thing.
Are you in Washington?
No, I'm in Arizona.
Okay. Well, weren't you? I thought you were talking about Washington yesterday, and I thought that's where you. Wait a minute. When was your live? Yesterday or day before?
My live
Yeah, the last one I was on with you.
Monday or Tuesday, maybe. I don't
Okay, I was
remember.
thinking Tuesday, day before yesterday. Okay, but I thought when I was on there with you that you were talking about Washington, and I thought that's where you were.
That's where I'm from.
Gotcha.
My home address is in Washington. I grew up in northern British Columbia. I am now a nomad, and I am a snowbird, so I go north to south every year.
Yeah.
And right now, I am in Yuma, Arizona. Went to Mexico a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Went down into Mexico. My wife decided she wanted to foster a dog, but had a appointment down in Mexico. So we went down there. Wow, way cheaper.
It's kind of like me splitting when you say camper. In the
Well, when I think a
time
camper,
that in the
anywhere
time that I was a child, in the time that I was a child, a camper was called something that you put in the bed of a truck.
yep, exactly. That's what
That
I
was
grew up.
a camper.
Yeah,
Now they're calling trailers that are pulled behind on a bumper also a camper. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
we call them a
That's a-
trailer. 'Cause
that's
they
a
trail
trailer.
behind
that's a
the truck.
travel trailer to me.
And now we got motorhomes that pull
Yes.
behind behind them. You know, I got a 40-foot motorhome, and I tow a Jeep behind it. You know, but it's all camper to me.
You're glamping.
I'm
Yes.
not. The wife is.
The wife.
Hi, John.
Hi, John. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I've done everything from camp on the ground to put pop up and hard shell and motorhome and
When I first
I've done
met
it all.
Tent. Have you ever done a tent?
A tent.
Tent.
Yeah, and I
I have
almost got a
too.
divorce over a tent.
that's the on the ground one is the tent.
Yes, I said I almost got a divorce over a tent. Trying to put it up. I said nope, no more.
Somebody forgot to bring the shotgun.
Do you, D?
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing my appreciation day on that Friday before the 30th. Then I started thinking, wouldn't Saturday, sometime around 9-10, might be a better time to do it instead of Friday, because I'd have to wait until people got off work.
Well, Friday, isn't that when all the people do their shenanigans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Friday's
you know-
usually the weird day for live streams and such like that.
I was going to do a live to make
Audience
up for.
divorce in a bag. I think that's awesome.
I was going to try to do, yeah, exactly. Desmond, divorce in a bag. I was going to try to do a live just to make up where I didn't get to do Sunday because I was so tired, and Dez's is tonight, and somebody else was before that, and then I seen you were on, and then Saturday, the Friday.
Steph's up here before Des, and then I have somebody on my list doing live right after or hour after Des starts. I
Yeah.
may not make that one. I may not make Dez's either because it's probably bedtime. But
It's trying to, I wanted to do it towards the end of the month so I have enough time to make all either 30 or 40 hats.
Yeah, a Saturday or before 5 Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, late Sunday, early Saturday or late Sunday. Well, Saturday is such a pain in the butt. The whole day is because
Yeah. And it's a busy evening.
we might be out doing something.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
Al went
busy,
live on Wednesday. I wasn't even
Hold
around.
on, I got to take care of something.
it was a busy, yeah. Do what? Well, halfway through hunting season, huh? So after Christmas. Yeah. But there just was no good time for me to go live because I work. So anytime after 3:30.
I think in Washington it ends this week. I think this weekend's the last weekend of hunting season in Washington. Or was it last weekend? I can't remember. It's been, almost 20 years since I hunted. I figure I killed enough in my life. I don't need to do it anymore. But I'll tell you what, there's been some tempting times. I went on that last camping trip out there, Rock County, Crystal Hill, I think that's what I called the video. Thought about before I went, maybe I should bring the BB gun. I was like, no, I'm not supposed to shoot in the Copa Wildlife Refuge, which I kind of understand. Wildlife refuge, they don't want you even target practicing out there. But heck, I could drop a deer in a heartbeat with a BB gun.
Hey, I've got to answer a video here. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, she's down. I'm not bringing her back up.
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm sorry, I can't mess with D enough. Yeah, usually up in Washington, at least the people I've taken out on hunting trips over the last 20 years since I quit hunting, we'd fill their tags in a day easy.
I really enjoyed your video of you going around finding those crystals and stuff. That was amazing.
That was a fun time, and I had a whole nother hour of video that I just absolutely cut out of that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I was doing so much constantly and had the camera running like I normally do. I always got the camera running, and it was like I'm hiking up that hill, Crystal Hill, where I camped. I showed where I was going to camp, and that was it. But we hiked up that hill, me and the dog, and he's up over the ridge. And I'm like, I'm done, man. And we hiked that whole hill and didn't find a dang piece of rock that I kept in my pocket.
Wow.
So the next morning, I got up early, folded up camp, and headed out to these couple spots that I hadn't been to yet, and was finding like crazy out there. Which I got some in the tumbler from that Rock County camp video I did. They're in the tumbler now. They're on stage 3 right now, so it'll be New Year's before I can pull them out and actually show you what they look like. I mean, I used that one for a thumbnail. God, I'm hoping that rock comes out good.
Was that the big white one? Quartz?
No, the big rose quartz. Big rose
Okay,
quartz.
Yeah, that one I hope.
On one of my videos.
Yeah.
I was like stunned when I found it. It was like, no, I've been finding crystal forms of rose quartz and stuff like that, but not actually a rose quartz rock like that, which was awesome.
Cool.
I just hope it comes out of the tumbler. It won't be jewelry or anything. It's going to be a showpiece. It'll go in my bag with a lot of my other pieces that are just, no, I'll show you my rocks, but I do have 7 pieces in there right now, polishing up. Quartz, rose quartz, and some calcite quartz that I'll be making necklaces out of.
Cool.
They're absolutely beautiful.
So now, do you sell those?
I'm going to be selling them on my Etsy store, but I make one for the store. I make one to give away, and I'm building up an inventory right now. Like kind of like Rebecca's doing. She's building up an inventory.
Will
Yeah,
you let me
no.
know when you get them
He's
done?
30.
Yeah, everybody will know.
Okay.
Not. I'll just end up doing a live and say, hey, I'm going to be giving away some stuff. It
All righty.
won't be in the title because I don't believe in, clickbait.
Yeah. Well, if I see you on, I always try to come on.
Yeah, I know that.
I was eating dinner earlier, so that's why I wasn't coming up with you.
I still got to figure that one out tonight. I made that 15 bean soup last night and I'm still kind of full.
We fixed smoked meatloaf and smoked mac and cheese, and I cut it up and froze it. That's what we had tonight with some of it.
That's a good idea.
Had another tater on the wood stove.
My wife, she makes a mac and cheese. She does it in a pressure cooker or the Instapot.
Yeah.
Never thought about pulling it off there and then smoking it though.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's mighty fine stuff.
I have a barbecue right behind me. It's cast iron barbecue.
Yeah.
And I bake my bread in that. I do all my cooking. I make spaghetti on that. I made my beans on that. And that's all I got is that and a Blackstone right on the other side. You can't see that. I got a griddle. Which a griddle is awesome for sausage, eggs, bacon, that kind of stuff. But anything else, I cook it on the barbecue.
Yeah. I got Terry a little traveling 17, I think, inch, maybe, or 22-inch Blackstone.
Mine's a
It's
22, I think.
Yeah, I bought that for him. He's used that thing. We've took it everywhere. It's nice.
It would center the heat better. I'd use it for cooking like spaghetti and stuff like that. But the barbecue has flames, so it's a little better for focalizing the heat. And when I'm like baking, like I made the beans and then I made croissants.
Ooh.
So I have an actual the stoneware baking sheet that I put on the non-burner side, and I cook all my bread on that, and any kind of bread doesn't matter. Pizza, I'll cook on the stone, but I'll use a burner on the other side to heat up it like an oven, and do it that way every time.
Never thought about that. I've got a round pizza stone, but I never thought about that.
Yeah, I had to get a small one that actually fits inside only on one burner.
Yeah.
And I don't use that burner. I use the other one. And for smoking, I just take one of my stainless steel dishes with chips and water in it and put it over on the burner, and it smokes whatever I'm cooking, which is awesome.
Cool. I also bought Terry, my neighbor was moving, and bought one of the bigger Blackstones that's on wheels. He still hasn't used it. He just uses the little 22-inch one.
Yeah,
he likes it.
I like mine for just me and the wife. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I can cook sausage. I can cook hash browns. I can cook eggs all at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Terry hasn't quite learned how to do that yet. He's a one at a timer. He'll do like a pound or pound and a half of ripe bacon, and then he'll do eggs. Actually, I do the eggs because I cook better eggs.
Well, I could do the eggs on the barbecue in my cast iron. Easy enough. I wanted to, but I have that big old griddle over there. Why not use it for doing that? The only thing is you have to make sure it's level every time.
So is it, when you say griddle, is it a Dutch oven?
No, it's just a flat Blackstone griddle.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
can't see it on the other side of the barbecue, but my barbecue is a cast iron barbecue. So I can bake in it as well as cook anything I want, basically.
Yeah.
If I'm wanting to fry eggs in that, yeah, easy, throw a cast iron skillet on there. Or when I'm making a fettuccine and stuff like that, you know, I make a smoked salmon fettuccine, I make shrimp fettuccine, stuff like that. I do it all on the barbecue. If I'm making spaghetti, I do that all on the barbecue. You
Hmm.
know, but if I'm gonna fry an egg, I'm gonna use a Blackstone.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
that
believe it or not, I
Tony,
cook absolutely everything outside.
I'm guessing that you probably got one of the smaller Blackstone's grills, don't you?
Yeah, it's a 22-inch. It's not huge.
Yeah.
Thought about buying one for years, but when we bought the motorhome, it had this barbecue and the Blackstone in it. So
Oh,
I took my
nice.
barbecue, put it in storage, my old griddle, put it in storage, and it's like I've been using this since.
Yeah.
I
We have
cook everything.
instead of using the twist on propane tanks for ours, we use it so much. We have a big barbecue tank,
Oh,
you know,
nice.
a or propane can, and the adapter to it, and we just leave it hooked up to that all the time.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
we use
a
it.
nomad and moving around because storage is an issue.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can't have the you know, I can't even hook it to my motorhome, which
Yeah.
pisses me off. My propane tank nozzle is on the other side of my motorhome. It's not on the passengers. So I can't even access it,
Hmm.
which is a 45, 50 gallon tank or something like that. And it's like, yeah, I can't even use that. And right now I'm actually using my 7-gallon tank for the forge. So I got the 1 5-gallon tank over here, and I just move it between them. Normally I can cook on both surfaces at once, but right now I'd have to move the big tank over to connect to do it.
Yeah.
Which luckily is not often I need the barbecue and the griddle at the same time.
I bought one of those double burner camp stoves for Canon, and I bought 100-gallon or 100-pound propane tank, and that's what we use. I got me a little outdoor kitchen I fixed up outside that back, and it worked really well.
I have one of those turkey fryer bases. You know, I have the container also.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting a propane tank and using the my pressure cooker out on that thing instead of on the stove.
You know what's crazy, Rebecca? Is I have an aluminum pressure cooker.
Yeah, I do too.
It works great.
Yeah.
It does. Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have latches or anything. It's just got clips around the outside and a pressure release valve.
Yeah.
That is integrated, so you can't adjust the pressure release. So it doesn't overheat the lid to the point where it'll just shoot off. It will release pressure, which is great for doing a roast or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to watch it.
Yes, you just have to sit outside and you know, the one I have has got a 5, 10, and 15-pound jiggler.
The release valve.
Yes. You know, that jiggler thing that goes on top for whatever pressure you need for whatever you're pressure cooking.
No.
Yeah.
I couldn't can on mine. There's no way I couldn't can.
Yeah.
But I have no reason to. I mean, when I sold the house, I sold all that stuff too.
I wished I had a bigger area to store my stuff. I would can so much more if I had more room, but I just don't have the room.
Yeah, you know me, I don't have a lot of room. I mean, we're lucky when I made like that big pot of beans yesterday, and I still had 6 servings left over. Put them in quart bags, double sealed, put them in the freezer. I'm lucky I have enough freezer to do that, because I have other things in the freezer too, like ice cream. The white
Gotta have ice cream.
I don't do ice cream very often, but I don't do sweets very often either.
Yeah.
But I have, I keep in at least 1 or 2 packs of hamburger, some sausage, usually a chuck roast in there, some diced meat, veggies, corn mainly on the veggies, frozen corn. It tastes the same as fresh. So,
oh yeah.
Some vegetables don't do that when they freeze. Carrots. I'll never use frozen carrots.
No, well, the carrots are really cheap enough that you can get them at the store and fix them.
I can buy a bundle of carrots, and heck, if I don't use them all, I can pitch them in the garbage. I don't care. I love that part.
Cut them up and eat them. Just snack on them. Get you some ranch. Snack on them.
Yeah, you're not in my world.
That's what we do around here. We just snack them. I wanted to grow.
I grew up on a farm where come lunchtime when you're gardening, because we had over 3 acres of a garden.
Wow.
You pull it out of the ground, you clean it off. For me, it was turnips. And man, if I could snag a Brussels sprout, I would.
I love Brussels sprouts.
I mean,
love them.
I have some in my refrigerator, 2 bags of them, and I'm going to do something with them.
I only have 1 bag, but I don't have a lot of room in my fridge either.
It's not everybody that can cook a Brussels sprout correctly. And my mom was one of those people. She could not cook a Brussels sprout. Lord God, they was so bitter. They was bitter as they could be.
You take a 1-gallon Ziploc, you throw all your Brussels sprouts in there, no more than 1/4 of the bag.
Yeah.
Some basil, some olive oil, and some garlic powder. Toss that thing really good together, throw it in a sheet pan, throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
You never had it so good.
Yeah.
My sister Judy taught me how to take onions and garlic cloves and roast them. Oh my gosh. So good. Drizzle olive oil over it.
Mom would boil them, okay? And like I said, they were as bitter as they can be. But I figured out the way
time to boil a Brussels sprout is if you're putting it in a pressure cooker with a good turkey meatball.
Haven't had that.
Put a little chicken stock in there, your seasonings. You can't tell the difference between the meatball and a Brussels sprout until you actually bite into them and feel the texture.
Huh. Now,
it is awesome.
I don't boil them, but I'll take them and I'll cut an X in the bottom of the stalk end of it and put them a colander in a pan of boiling water and put them in there to steam. And whenever the water comes to a good boil, turn the heat off, keep the lid on it.
Yeah.
And then when they're fork tender, they're done. And I'm telling you, they are so good and they're not bitter and they're just super delicious.
Sorry, Desmond, if you have to run to the store and buy some Brussels sprouts, it's not my fault.
But usually
like sprouts roasted. I mean, absolutely roasted.
I do too. I love roasted ones too. I love a good sheet pan meal where you just put all the vegetables in a bag, like you said, put some olive oil in there, and I usually put Italian seasonings in it, and then mix it up real good, throw it on a big old sheet pan, put your meat on one side, your veggies on the other. Roast them. It's good stuff, and it's easy. If you,
Yeah.
especially if you line it with
You
aluminum.
throw it in
I'm
there
not
and
line it with aluminum. Do what?
you just throw them in there and you're done.
Yeah. And if
Check
you line
out
it with aluminum foil, you ain't got no cleanup.
minutes.
Or I usually use parchment paper.
Well, parchment paper is good, and I keep rolls of parchment paper. But if you use aluminum foil, there's no cleanup. Parchment paper, you still got to wash the pan. I don't like to wash pans. I don't like to wash dishes.
Yeah,
I will.
I'm with you there.
I will.
I got my monitor sitting on the bucket I used to make my beans last night.
Yeah.
My dog cleaned my bucket. I have not washed it. And I
But
told
you
myself when I was putting it back under the monitor, I was like, I got to remember to wash this. But I probably won't. Dogs do. My dog does a really good job of cleaning my dishes. I mean, absolutely. All you got to do is make sure you boil whatever's in there. You're good to go.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I'm gonna get supper started, so I'll leave you playing, Tony.
What's for supper?
I haven't decided yet. I got to go in there and look and see what we have. So I'll leave you playing.
Boiled in an oven sounds decent.
Well, I haven't told anybody this, but my stove has quit working.
Oh,
We were home, and I'm glad we were, because the broiler came on without it being on. So we had to unplug the stove. Yeah. So I don't have an oven. I have a small oven, but I don't have a big one anymore. So
Did you say take the broiler off of it?
I don't know how. It's a gas stove.
oh wow.
Oh,
That's even worse.
Yeah. It wasn't electric, it's gas. So yeah. No good.
Keep it safe.
Yeah, we've turned I haven't turned the gas off yet, but we're going to and take the stove out, because I'm thinking about, instead of having an oven, because I have 3 roaster ovens that I use to cook my turkeys
yeah.
and other things. So I'm thinking about getting one of those gas stoves to go on a counter, instead, because I have a small Ninja oven that I can use to bake in. Maybe not a lot of things, but pretty much all I need to do. So
Yeah.
that was a little scary, having that broiler come on. I was like, what?
I can't imagine. I mean, I don't even use my oven in the motorhome because it is gas.
Yeah.
I don't even use it. It's a storage compartment for us.
That's where you store the pots and the pans.
Yeah, I mean, no, because everything
No?
I use to cook with is right here behind me. Everything.
Oh,
Wife has a single burner electrical stove, one of those power plates or whatever the thing is. She'll use to fry an egg or something once in a while inside, but outside of that, I cook everything right out here. Everything. We do have a microwave, which is very handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
Those nights I just want a burrito. Give me a burrito. Throw that in the microwave. I'm good. I do not deep fry. I quit deep frying 15 years ago, so I don't deep fry anything anymore. It's just not good for me.
it's not, but we do sometimes, but not very often.
Yeah,
Usually bake or air fry.
yeah. Air fry. We have an air fryer. Wife uses it. I don't.
Yeah.
But what she cooks in it, I can cook better right over here on my grill. So I got no interest in using it.
I think the air fryer is best to warm up leftover pizza.
You warm up your pizza?
I eat it cold.
Oh, I'm definitely banning you. I just eat it. I'm
Eat it
sorry.
cold.
Same with chicken. A good fried chicken.
Yeah.
Cold, no problem.
Depends on how it's fixed. If it's breaded, yes, but if it's grilled, no. I can't do cold grilled. I don't know why though. I eat at restaurants and it's usually cold, microwave grilled chicken.
It's been 3 years since I've eaten in a restaurant.
Really?
I've cooked every one of my own meals for 3 years.
I will say
I
in
will
the
eat that
evenings,
chicken as cold as it gets.
in the mornings and in the evenings, it's home. But where I work out, in the office, I do eat out wherever, somebody's going to get something. But if it's home, if it's bread, I even called Terry this morning because he made me an egg McMuffin with ham that was so good that I had to call him and tell him how good it was.
That's on my grocery list because that sounds really good right now.
Yes.
That sucks. I don't have my ingredients right now.
Yeah. But I had to call him and tell him how good it was because it was too good to try to text it. So I said, what'd you put in there? And add a little bit of extra love in it or something? Because it was really, really good. First bite, I was like, dang, it's good. But see, every morning he fixes an egg for the dog to take her medicine with. So if he's up and he's fixing one for the dog, I'll ask him to go ahead and fix me an egg with cheese.
I'm a dog. Please feed me.
I tried giving our 2 dogs raw eggs. They didn't really like it.
No, they don't. Mine don't want no raw egg. She wants it scrambled.
My dog does not care. He just does not care. He's like looking at me last night. I'm eating that bean soup, that 15 bean soup, and he's like staring at me the whole time. I give him a croissant here and there, because he likes bread.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, fine. Go over when I was done. Scoop the soup into the bowl. Boy, you gotta let it cool down. No, he was nudging me. He was like, all right, fine. You're on your own now. Put that thing down there hot. He ate that thing right up.
Ow.
Well, Terry, he'll say, put that in the microwave for Sissy for about 15 seconds. I said, she don't need to heat it up. She'll scarf it down just the way it is. Yeah. But she's Sissy is 17 years old. So, you kind of got to watch what you give her. But she loves pumpkin. So I usually crush her peels up to give her, put in the pumpkin to give her peels. But yeah, now her eggs, if you put it down and it's too hot, she won't eat it. But buddy, as soon as it's cool enough, it's gone. And she loves the way her
does not care. He'll burn the roof of his mouth just like we will.
Yeah.
If it's really good, yes, I'm gonna keep going.
Get it before somebody else does.
That did not feel good. Ronald pulled my hair and I was like, oh.
I saw it.
Thanks a lot, bro.
All right, Rebecca, you go cook your food.
I sure will.
Not
I'm
blow up
gonna
the
leave you.
house.
I'm gonna leave you playing so you get some watch hours.
Thank you for that.
See you later, Rebecca.
I love you guys.
Love you too, Rebecca. Oh, I was going to tell her about her package. She sent me a package that was supposed to be delivered on the 27th. I haven't seen it, but I did get a package today of an order I did that my neighbor brought over, that he got over at his house. It was mine, and his came to my house, so we just switched. But I don't know where.
Sprouts, Desmond. There's so many different kinds of sprouts, and don't get me wrong, I like almost all of them.
There's not too many veggies and stuff I don't like.
There's, I'm not a picky person. I grew up in a house where if it was thrown in front of you, you ate it. Didn't matter. That's your food today. You better eat it every time. We never had sprouts growing up, man. We had to let those plants grow.
I was thinking today, looking to see in my zone what would grow good, and sprouts was one of them. And I'm seriously thinking, because we've got so much tomato products, I was thinking about trying to grow some broccoli and some Brussels to can or freeze, um, and some type of a green, kale or collard or something like that. I'd like
Yeah,
to do that.
I'm sure that's all she can cook is Brussels. So,
Who, me?
no, Rebecca.
Oh,
Looking at Desmond's comment.
oh, okay, got you.
I like beans, sprouts on salads and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
too.
man. Any of the little sprouts.
And they're so good for you.
Alfalfa sprout has a great flavor. Yeah, we had a choice, take it or leave it every time, but we were always hungry at that time, so it didn't matter. That's fine, Nicole. If you don't want to listen to us, listen to music.
Mom always made us try a bite, or, try what we were having. If we didn't like it, we still had to try it.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Well, one time
I grew up the same way. If
one time Mother had
you don't
made
wanna
liver.
look at it, that's fine. You still got to put it in your mouth and try it.
Yeah. Well, one time Mother had made liver and onions, and I'm not an organ eater, okay, not at all. And we went out to the trailer that we had. Me and my two brothers took ours out to the trailer to eat in the trailer. And it's in the driveway at the house, okay? I didn't want Mom to see how I was eating it, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I would cut it up in teeny tiny bites and take a drink of pop. Pop it in my mouth and just swallow it. I wouldn't chew it. I didn't want to taste it. I did eat it, or I swallowed it, but I didn't chew it.
Right.
And one of my brothers, he loved anything you put in front of him, so he'd eat it. Well, my other brother thought I'm going to be the sly one, and he put his in the drawer in the trailer. Okay. Didn't go back and get it.
I thought we decided that was a camper.
No, wait a minute. I thought the camper was in the back of the pickup. I'm trying to be correct here.
All right.
So, but Pete didn't go back and get his. It stayed in there for a while. And then Mom and Dad opened up the door. It was, no, God, it was yeah.
And when I was younger, I hated a lot of foods that I actually enjoy really good now.
Me
Now
too.
that I'm cooking the foods myself the way I want them cooked,
Yeah.
it changed my flavor aspect on it. Liver being one of them. If you do liver, like you're saying, liver and onions, you do it right, it is really freaking good food.
I've never had it right.
I'm sorry.
Maybe if I had it right, I'd like it.
If you deep fry liver,
No.
change the whole aspect of the flavor and texture.
I did soak it in buttermilk.
You have to do that to get rid of the gaminess of the liver.
Yeah, I did do that. And I breaded it with.
Then you bread it and fry it.
That's what I did. It's nasty. Even Terry wouldn't eat it, and he loves liver and onions. I don't even think the dog would eat it. It was that bad.
I grew up on them dicing up that liver in little tiny chunks, throwing it in the pan with onions, and sauteing it until the onions are done. Well, you just overcook the liver.
Yeah.
And that's what happens every time is you overcook the liver. And that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Now, liver needs to be clean and cut clean. And then just lightly battered and fried for like 2-3 seconds, enough to do your batter. and it's usually pretty good.
Flour,
The
salt,
tough
and
one,
pepper.
a lot of people just can't handle liver though.
Yeah, I'm one. I mean, I tried. Even in my older years, I tried. I cooked it for Terry, but like I said, it was so bad he didn't even like it. So,
Well, you
Uh,
gotta agree, your taste buds have changed over the years
oh yeah,
too.
I didn't like Brussels. Well, like I said, Mom couldn't cook them right because they were always bitter. But when I cook them, I love them.
You cook a Brussels right, yeah, you can't get away from eating that.
No, pickled eggs. I didn't like when I was younger. I
No,
love
I
pickled
still
eggs.
like eggs. Still don't like
Pickled beets. Love pickled beets.
not eating beets.
Yep.
I grew up
Uh,
eating the greens in one meal. Ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, if I would just been eating the greens or eating the beets, maybe I would have survived it. But every meal we'd harvest beets, we would be eating beets and greens.
Yeah. I'm not
And-
much just on cooked beets. I'm not much on just cooked beets. I like them pickled. And I like them cold, but I don't like them hot. I don't like them harbored.
Yeah.
But that,
I mean,
yeah, that's one thing.
I will eat a good pickled beet, but not very often.
Yeah.
It's just not one of those things I like. The beet has never gotten to me and filled in a gap, you know.
And another thing is
Beet
greens.
is really great in like a salad or something like that.
Yeah.
If you dice them in little tiny chunks, adds a really great bite to a salad. But otherwise, it's like no. And the greens, you can keep your greens.
I love greens.
Do with your greens, man.
I'm not much on cooked spinach. I like it raw, but I'm not much on cooked.
Oh, I love almost all my vegetables preferred raw over cooked.
Yeah.
Almost all of them. Broccoli is the one I don't like cooked. I like fresh raw broccoli. It's just fine. But cooked, it's just, ooh, man, that's just nasty.
Well, we eat a lot of steamed. We don't cook it. You know, we'll put like broccoli and
My wife
carrots.
does the same thing. She likes the steamed veggies a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I
I
keep
don't-
telling you can't steam a carrot.
Yeah, you can.
You got to cook carrot. And you
Yeah.
gotta cook it to mush.
No.
Otherwise,
We-
eat it raw.
We have a Ninja crock pot, and you can steam in it, you can fry in it, you can bake in it, you can do whatever in it.
Do all that in mine too.
Okay. Well, do you know the little wire rack that comes in it?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay. Take your broccoli and your carrots and put it on that rack. And I think Terry,
broccoli and carrots cook at different times.
I'm telling you how we do it. Okay. And it comes out delicious.
This one, you know I am.
It comes out delicious. And I'd have to check with Terry. I'm pretty sure that it's 2 cups of water or, broth or something
Broth.
in the bottom. And let me text him and see how long, but I think it's like 12 minutes after it steams, after it starts to steam, which I think it takes about 20 minutes total. But
That's not bad.
the carrots are kind of like, I'll call it al dente. They're not mush, but you can get them with a pair of tongs and they hold their
Gosh,
structure.
I like it baby food style.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. That's not how we eat ours.
Horrible thing to say, but
Terry, how long do you steam the broccoli and the carrots in the Ninja?
I don't have a Ninja. What is a Ninja?
Like your Ninja ovens and your Ninja cookers, and it's a Ninja crock pot.
A pressure cooker, steam cooker,
It like I said, you can fry. The bottom of it gets hot enough where you can fry a steak in it, or we sear meat in it before you put it on the crock pot.
You absolutely lost me at frying a steak. I got a grill.
Yeah, well, okay, wait a minute. When you sear a roast, when you're going to do it in a pressure cooker, you sear it first to lock in everything.
I don't know what you're talking about, pressure cooking or roast. Sorry. I can't put, I can put some meatballs in there and be okay. As long as it's
Okay,
with
it's
Brussels
just something
sprouts.
you don't do, right? It's just
Good
something you
night,
don't
Des.
do. Okay. Well, anyway, the bottom of it will get hot enough to sear meat. Okay. And
I think the one we have will do that too. But
good night, Desmond.
I know the wife has done like hamburger patties,
Yep.
throwing them in there and just whips them right out. It's like, holy
Yeah.
crap. I won't eat it. I don't eat hamburgers, but
Well,
I don't
okay.
eat fatty
Say you're going to make a beef stew in your crock pot, not on your thing outside, but you're going to do it in the crock pot. Okay, I could take my stew meat and I could brown it in a Ninja. And then, because it's got a stovetop setting and it's got a steam setting and it's got a crock pot setting.
Okay.
So use the stovetop setting to sear your meats or to, braise them or whatever before.
This long set the setting for, then you do the whole meal in one pot. All the
There
way
you go.
through.
Yeah. But see, it's got this metal,
That's what the wife does. I don't know. I don't use that electrical equipment.
but it's got this wire rack, okay? And you can put the vegetables on that wire rack and put you some broth or whatever in the bottom, put it on the steamer setting for like, let's see, what's he saying? He says, oh yeah, but it's got this, oh, you know what? It's sitting here saying what I'm saying. Shit. Sorry. But anyway, you put it on the wire rack, put it on the steamer setting. And like I said, I think it's either 12 or 15 minutes. It takes about 12 or 15 minutes for it to, boil the water to get it to steam, and then 12 minutes to steam it. And everything is not over steamed. It's not overcooked. It's
That's
just
what I
really
always
good.
hated about growing up. The broccoli and the cauliflower was over.
Yeah.
Grew up. It was always over. Kind of the same thing with the Brussels. I mean, you can ruin a Brussels if you overcook it. And I still, to this day, do love a good Brussels sprout. But if you overdo that, my kids are like, I'm not going to eat that because all their friends, in society tells them Brussels sprouts are gross. You know what I did? Cut a Brussels sprout in half, gave them each a half a fresh Brussels sprout. Now they're addicted.
Yeah.
Because it is just a baby cabbage,
Exactly.
And once they figured out you do this with it, which, like I said, I just throw them in a bag, season them, throw them on a sheet, throw them in the oven.
Yeah.
Which I can't do anymore. I really literally have to grill them.
Yeah.
On the barbecue, but still going to come out great.
Yeah.
I got some Brussels sprouts in the fridge, but I can't find meatballs here in Arizona.
Can you
My
make
wife's
some?
like, these Brussels sprouts have been sitting there forever. Yeah, I can't find good meatballs. So you can put them in your pressure cooker or your Instapot to make a good food. And it's like, what are the odds? I mean, I went to Walmart this morning and could not find meatballs.
You mean turkey meatballs or just any meatball?
Any meatballs.
Really?
I mean, I would take a beef meatball in a heartbeat. I don't really like pork meatballs. They just don't taste.
I don't think I've ever had a pork. Don't y'all have any like small town grocery store there or
They don't got no
nothing?
nothing. I mean, I got a Fry's, which is local supermarket. Kind of like Safeway or something like that. And then we got Walmart, you know, and it's like I bought these Brussels sprouts because they're really good.
Yeah.
They look really good. So I bought the bag of Brussels sprouts, and they've been sitting in my fridge for almost 2 weeks now. And it's getting to the point where I got to find some meatballs, or I'm going to have to throw them on the barbecue, you know?
Yeah. Did you try your Safeway or your Fry's to see if they had any?
Yeah, Fry's had none. And it was like, no frozen, no fresh. And it's like, you got to be kidding me. How do you go anywhere and not find meatballs?
Y'all must have a lot of Italians out that way.
Mostly Mexicans. So you'd think there should be some kind of meatball, you know?
Can you make your own?
I can. I don't know why I put Brussels sprouts with them or not, though.
Yeah.
If I made my own meatballs, I'm going to make my own sauce, my own noodles, and, you know, do it that way. I'm going to make the whole feast myself. If I got to make meatballs, I'm going to make everything else from scratch, too.
Yeah.
Except noodles. I don't make noodles anymore.
Well, heck, I can't believe you can't find meatballs. That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I went to Walmart this morning. One of the things I went there to look for is meatballs. Can't find them on their app. So they can't tell me what aisle they're in, which is kind of handy with the app. You know, because my wife and I both will add to the cart, the Walmart cart, constantly add to it. And when I go shopping, I pull up the Walmart cart, and that's how I shop, through that cart app.
Yeah.
Yeah, meatballs, nope.
I'm trying to think where ours are at. I'm thinking the meatballs are around the hors d'oeuvres.
I think I might have to go to Mexico. That's all I can think of.
Do they eat a lot of meatballs, I wonder?
I don't know, but they have a lot of cheap food.
It'd be a shame to have to go to Mexico to get meatballs that you can't buy in Yuma, Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, I can go up to Parker, Arizona, which is an hour, 2 hours away, and Walmart there, I can get them.
Yeah. Might be thought out by the time you get them home.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not planning on going up that way anytime soon. So it's like, are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
And you should have frozen turkey meatball. I mean, everybody should have frozen turkey meatballs somewhere.
Yeah. That's wild.
Which they're horrible. Don't get me wrong. If you just cook a frozen turkey meatball, they're horrible.
Yeah.
You add stock, you add the seasoning, you add the Brussels sprouts. The flavor infuses the whole pot, and it's awesome.
Well, I was going to say, if I had a way to send them to you, I'd send you some.
And don't worry about it. I'm just going to probably take them eggers out and roast them on the barbecue. And but I bought them for doing, you know, the name, because I'm telling you, once you cook the meatballs and Brussels sprouts together, you don't know the difference till you bite into them. And there's a textural difference. That's it. They taste the same.
Yeah.
Because Brussels sprout infuses flavors absolutely awesomely. It's same thing with a turkey meatball. Not so much for the pork meatballs, but turkey ones. Suck in the flavor, your broth, your seasonings, everything. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed.
Well, I hate that.
Yeah. They're quiet out here. Nobody commenting.
Anybody still in the chat, or are we just having a good old conversation
That's
ourselves?
what I was trying to figure out. Let me refresh the YouTube page. Well, I got
Desmond-
16 likes, so that's not bad.
Oh, well, here, wait a minute. You'll have 17. I always forget.
I'll be
Very
watching
good.
other people's videos and it'll update the watching and the likes really quick.
Oh, evidently I had liked it.
Ton of
Because when I hit it,
notifications on my phone, but I know I got an hour before the next live stream, so I'm all right there. Oh, and bad thing is, went to Walmart today, bought
He was in here too.
the pretzel nuggets.
yeah.
I
Oh,
need the
got
container.
peanut butter in them.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like these things, but I need the container. I need them for rocks. Which
I
is
think that's
horrible,
cool.
but they're awesome rock containers.
Do you ever watch people cutting over open agates?
Oh, I've cut open agates.
I've
cut
been
open
watching this.
geodes. I've cut open petrified wood, which is
Yeah.
one of the, oh man. I don't have the equipment anymore, you know. Since I went nomad, I had to sell everything in my shop.
Yeah.
I can't do that stuff as well as I did before. Which kind of
I've been
sucks. I just bought a angle grinder, and I'm like, oh, I want a diamond edge blade for the angle grinder so I can actually carve stuff, some of the rocks I found, carve them up to make those really nice pendants.
Yeah.
I still don't have my own.
I watch this guy called Agate Dad and watch him cut up stones. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, those are so cool. And there's a gentleman that I follow, and I believe he's a Tri-5 guy, and his name is Jerry Flynn. And he's on Facebook, and he makes everything with stone. I mean, everything. He just did some
Hey, Dan,
knives, pocket knives.
you're welcome to come up if you want, brother.
Who's this?
Dan, Wandering Monk.
Oh, hi, Dan.
He's from our hiking community.
Hmm.
He has a lot of great content. Even though he's from Kansas, but I'm trying not to hold that against him.
Thank God you don't hold that against anybody for being from Kentucky. You can't
Well, you
tell.
know, Kentucky isn't even on the world map, so I can't hold it against you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah,
What?
it's
What's in Kentucky? What is there in Kentucky? Tell me why I should go to Kentucky.
there's lots of state parks. I mean, lots. Hello, Dan.
Hi, how you doing, Dee?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, Tony. Great to see you. I just got home, so I thought, man, this is great. Yeah, well, Kentucky has Red River Gorge.
Do that too.
Yes,
Yeah,
we have the bluegrass. We have the Twin Spires. We have the Louisville Slugger. We have the Corvettes. We have what else we got? L8, my fave.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
Look at me. I was just thinking all they had was D.
All you need is D.
they also have the Bourbon Tour, Tony.
Yes, the Bourbon Trail. They've got
Yes.
a bunch of wineries now.
Is that a bar hopping thing or?
It's kind of, yeah, except it's for distilleries.
Okay.
We have a lot of distilleries. We have a lot of wineries. had the Kentucky Horse Farm. They have a lot of festivals, and they got a great camping area. Like I said, our state parks are really awesome. We have a lot of history.
That I do know. You have a lot of history down there.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a forgotten place, I guess. People don't think, there's much here to see, but I could go around Kentucky and see all the foliage and not have to go to Tennessee or all these other places to, see beautiful leaves and stuff in the fall. One place it's called Sassafras, Kentucky. I'm telling you, it's down Car Fork Lake. And I think that is a state park also. But if you go down there and you stay in the campground, you can just get out in the morning and just look at the mountains and all the beautiful foliage. And you can go right out and go over to the lake and go fish. I mean, it's nice. Yeah, we got a lot of great things to offer. Lexington, there's so much to do in Lexington. Ballfield.
I'm not a town person. I'm more a country person. So,
Yeah, me too.
Just going out and seeing the hills. I'm not. You call them mountains, but I call them hills. Sorry. Yeah. I grew up in the mountains.
Yeah, there's a difference between 4,000 footers and 14,000 footers.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I'm originally from the.
I'm sure.
It is beautiful. I'm from the sticks of Alabama, so it's. But everything, every place in the country has beautiful places.
There's no doubt. I mean, I'm in a place that's relatively flat, and these hills drop 1,000 feet above, and they call them mountains down here. And it's like, yeah, I can see the hill over there. I can see the hill over here, but you call them mountains?
Well, we have them where you're in the clouds.
Yeah.
So, Clingman's Dome in Tennessee, it's in the clouds. Places down around Pike County, Kentucky, Pine Mountain, you're in the clouds. Hazard.
You've been down there hiking, haven't you been, Dan?
I have, yeah. It's beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah. I that's what I do is I hike, and I've hiked all over. I've got that's my YouTube channel I've got about 370 videos of hiking videos.
Wow. So where have you hiked in Kentucky?
Red River Gorge.
Yeah.
I've hiked the Land Between the Lakes.
Yeah.
Hiked on the west side. Those are the main. Done a lot in Tennessee. Yeah.
Well,
done a lot
isn't part of the Wilderness Trail, isn't it, here in Kentucky?
Yeah. But yeah, I've primarily been on the Appalachian Trail, so I've been through Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, part, and then part of Pennsylvania.
He's an East Coaster.
Yeah. But the Wind River Range in Wyoming, I've hiked that, and that's my favorite place in the world. Is the Wind River Range, Wyoming.
Well, you need to come up to the Olympic Mountains in Washington and do some hiking.
I do. I really do, Tony. My nephew, I had a nephew he graduated from Washington University, and then he was an Army Ranger. He was killed in Afghanistan. But all the time that he was in college, he spent his summers doing search and rescue in that whole area. So yeah.
Oh. That's some abuse right there, because I lived up in the Olympics for over a year, and I hiked it for almost 15 years. I hiked all over that place, and that is not easy going at any point in time. It's just a 5 mile hike. Okay. 5 miles straight uphill.
Yeah, 5 miles.
I mean, 4-wheel drive only.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Those mountains do their thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked to people that hiked up and like Mount St. Helens and do the rim trail on Mount St. Helens. And I've
Yeah.
talked to people done that many times up there when I was on trail. And it's like, I got no interest in that. I mean, it's a absolute barren wasteland, the whole hike,
Huh.
which where I'm at, I'm in the desert where it's all barren wasteland.
But it sure is pretty. I mean, you
Back then,
get
I was like, no, I got no interest in that. I was doing stuff like the Pacific Crest Trail hikes, up through Washington and Oregon, and doing those things. And it was like, really? No, I got no interest in that. Mount Adams, on the other hand, beautiful part of the Pacific Crest Trail. Absolute gorgeous hike the whole time around the mountain, because the trail just kind of goes around the mountain. I've camped down below there many, many times. Done some good trout fishing down there too. and some of the other areas, Gifford Pinchot National Forest. I could probably keep doing that the rest of my life and still explore new places every time. From the Indian native hunting grounds to, the mountains. We're talking mountains,
Yeah. Yeah.
The mountains are not like anywhere else in the country. And we're talking 14,000 feet, like you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just crazy.
What
Well,
is
that's why the first time. Go ahead.
Dan.
I was just, the first time I went to Wind River Range in Wyoming, I was used to hiking.
On my list.
I'll go with you if you want, man. It is awesome. But we went through Texas Pass. That's 11,500 feet through a pass.
Oh, that's
between
pretty good.
two 14,500 foot mountains. It's amazing. Beautiful.
I mean,
What?
the Cascades are awesome. The Rockies are way more impressive, When you're talking about Wind River Range, that's up in the Rocky Mountains. I'm talking Cascade Mountains where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go out each weekend and go right up into the mountains every time. But the Rockies, man, so impressive.
Yeah.
What is the state park? Well, what is the trail that runs from, I think, the Carolinas up? I'm wanting to say Bluegrass Parkway, but that's not it.
You're talking about the Appalachian?
Well, do you know where
the
the
just did a huge section of that.
The Pisgah? Shoot, I rode it on a motorcycle.
So you went through in the Carolinas?
Yes. But there's what's the forest? Appalachian Mountains. There's a trail that you ride.
Yeah, because you're talking about probably. Oh shoot, there's a gorge there too.
Because we stopped in Pisgah, right where the forest is. I want to say the apple. What is that?
Well, the Appalachian Mountains go through there.
They do,
but
it's a parkway, they call it.
Yeah, there's a parkway that goes east-west. It goes over by Black Mountain and Asheville and that way. and there's Grandfather Mountain in that area, Chimney Rock.
Mm, I wished I wished I was younger and I could remember all this.
Don't we all?
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful part of the country. There's one trail called the Mountain to Sea Trail that goes from, you mentioned Clingman's Dome. It goes from Clingman's Dome all the way over to Wilmington, North Carolina on the Atlantic coast.
You're welcome
And,
to
Yeah.
come up, Sheena, if you want.
I'm gonna go ask Terry. I'll be right back.
Okay.
You just chased her off. I see how this is going.
She'll be back. Oh, me.
She'll be back, no doubt. But
Oh, me.
I
You got some
can't
great
wait.
comments coming
In a
on.
lot of ways, I can't wait to hit that part of the country and do some of these hikes that you keep showing me and sharing on your channel. And it's like the Green Tunnel sounds like fun, but to me, it's like hiking through the Olympic National Forest, except for the 4-wheel drive scramble constantly.
Yeah, that's true. Now you're right, Tony.
I mean, I can do
It's
5 miles in the Olympics, and nobody understands that this is probably 30 miles on a regular trail.
Yeah.
They just don't get it, and I mean, we're talking scramble.
Yep. It's a challenge.
He's asleep.
I'm sorry, I don't know you well enough to give you a blue wrench.
A blue
Let's
what?
see. Let me Google
Welcome
something
from the
else.
South Korea. That's awesome. Glad people are watching from over there. But yeah, I am not very giving on the wrenches.
Yeah.
Maybe this will tell me. The Blue Ridge Parkway.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh,
That's pretty. Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
I've
Now
seen
that
videos on that area, and I'm sorry, I still like the Northwest.
well,
That's my biggest problem. You guys know I love the desert.
Yeah.
This environment is so different from what I grew up in. It's so different. So I can enjoy every second, every minute out here, having my fun. Which
well,
I
the
do.
thing is, the only time that I have ever been out that way is my brother lives in Billings, Montana. And, we went from Kentucky to Montana. I went through Wyoming and North Dakota and, all that out through there. And what I saw was beautiful, but I'm never out there. If you're out there, you can explore all these different places that that are on the West Coast or close to you. But these are just places that we've been able to, or I've been able to do with what time I've had. You know what I mean? And I'm not really a hiker. I was a biker, so we rode a lot.
We don't like bikers here, right?
No.
I don't mean the bicycle.
I can't even say that with a straight face because I've lived my life on a bike.
A motorcycle or a bicycle?
Bicycle.
A motorcycle. I was a motorcycle rider.
3-wheelers, quad
No.
runners,
2-wheel. Harley.
There you go.
Enduros.
There you go.
Trying to
You
think.
have to look at my Facebook page where all my pictures
Street
of my
bikes
bike.
only got me in trouble, so I quit riding them. I had a station wagon pull out in front of me one time when I was 17.
Yeah.
I had to lay the bike on the ground one way and whip around the car the other way. Got home, sold the bike.
Yeah.
I was done.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
Well,
dealing with that.
I had just bought a brand new Ultra Classic,
Oh my.
and we had went on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we were so enjoying it. I mean, we in our riding life, we've had so many close calls, and this last time, I was coming out of one of the tunnels, and a car came in the middle of the tunnel on my side, and I thought I was going to have to go over the hill to
Oh my
miss
goodness.
it. So when we stopped at Mountain, or it's either Elk Mountain or Mountain Elk, North Carolina,
Elk
and
Mountain.
I didn't even have the title back on it. You know, I still had tent tags on it. And Terry said, "You know what?" He said, "We've had so many close calls, and we can still hug each other, tell each other we love each other, know who each other are. We can walk, talk, use the bathroom by ourselves, feed ourselves. It's just not worth it." And it's not. It's a shame that you can't enjoy something you enjoy doing because people can't keep their crap together while they're driving. So, I mean, Terry got run off the road here in Westwood and got put in a ditch on his vintage bike, and it just ticked him off.
Mm.
But you know, the cops don't do anything.
I love two-wheelers, motorized, even motorized two-wheelers. I love them. But on the street, not everybody respects that. So
That's
I
a
had
problem.
problems with that problem.
No, you're right, Sheena. It's the way the world is now.
Yeah, I love the looks and the sound and the ride of a Harley. It's just especially the big one. Oh my.
I
Yeah.
said, you know, when we would ride, okay, Terry was a state contractor for Kentucky. So he knew every back road from the central part of Kentucky east. That's what we had that much districts that we covered. There's
Oh, no.
152
Wine
counties.
cellars infused.
What?
Wine
Hey,
cellars
Nikki.
infused.
Hey, Nikki. But we
Come
had,
on up, Nikki. You're welcome to join us, even if you won't show your face. You don't have problems with that.
yeah, we
Sheena,
had
come on up too. You're welcome.
we had 52 out of 100 or 120 some counties. We had 52 of them. So he
Wow.
knew all of those back roads, and that's what we rode. And I said, you know, I love the smell. You know, when you're riding and you smell anything from going by a dairy farm and you smell fresh cow crap, or you smell beautiful flowers, or you smell roadkill, or you smell so much.
Welcome to pop up.
You smell so much, and your senses are heightened because you're more aware when you're on a motorcycle.
You're more aware on a bicycle.
Well, that too. Hey, Brandon.
I love the riding of the motorcycle, especially through the woods, because you travel a good distance, and everything's still coming through your face. You're still smelling everything, which is the greatest thing about hiking, motorcycling, or all of it is you can smell this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Al.
Al.
How's it
Hello.
going, Al?
I mean,
Not
when
bad,
you're
how are you?
driving in a car, you
Welcome
cannot-
back, Terry.
You don't smell anything till you've gone past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's really good. Sometimes it blows out your vents and you don't have to smell it anymore. But
Well, see, that's why I say you smell dead, you smell poo, you smell flowers, you know, you smell everything when
Yeah.
you're
Uh-huh.
in the wind. And that's what I enjoyed.
I kind of miss running for that factor too.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
used to run a lot, and
It's usually away from people.
anymore, but I do kind of miss that. But when I'm out on the bike, I love it. You know,
Yeah.
I got an electric bike. I ride it around once in a while. Not so much around here because I'm in a neighborhood. Where's the fun in that? You know,
Yeah.
I can hike 200 yards down the road and be in the hills.
Yeah.
I like that.
That would be nice.
Much better.
It
I
would
gotta
be
say,
nice.
Doris is not welcome in my chat.
I love
Doris
Doris.
has attitude.
Oh no.
I love
No
Doris.
doubt she has attitude. I tried to make a collar for her, and I did my full loom, and the whole idea was to make a gift for my son for his cat collar. There was not enough left for another one.
Oh, no way.
I was really shocked. And I was like, I got probably 15, 20 hours into making this one collar, and I was hoping to get 2 out of it. At the end, I only had enough for 1.
Wow.
So I'm kind of bummed. I'll have to make you a new one. Or
Yeah.
make Doris a new one, I guess.
I don't think it'll go well with my attire.
I know it won't. Al, you met Dan from Wandering Mom?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was over on Dan's a few times.
Yeah, we
How
didn't
you
do
doing,
that
Dan?
again. I'm good, Al. How are you doing?
Good. Still kicking. Still on this
Good.
side of the dirt, and that's the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like he's about ready for bed to me.
Well, I was just laying around because it's about 8 o'clock. Not super late or anything, but I get up early in the morning.
I keep forgetting your time is so
Is
weird.
that much? Yeah. I mean,
Well, it's
that's
5:30
hiker
for
midnight.
you, Dan?
What's that?
5:30 for you?
Yeah. Yeah. 5:30 here.
4:30 here.
6:30 here.
We just keep
I'm
going.
the oldest time.
And Al's way up there.
He is way over there.
Somebody gotta be way out there, hey? This might as well
Yeah.
be me.
I think we're all way out there in our own ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
for sure.
Al, are you
say,
getting
I'm
any of the
probably-
Northern Lights?
Every so often you can get the Northern Lights this we're on too, but the cloud cover is so bad it's really hard to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of rain and cloud cover here. I mean, of course, I go to set up a solar panel kit.
It's got to be really tall.
you'd have a great view of the meteor shower tonight.
Yeah, if it was clear.
Mm.
I think it's overcast out there now. It was snow mad half the day.
Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine up in Washington, and he's like, "Yep, no chance of me seeing it."
Mm.
It's cloudy here
I
tonight.
mean, I was up last night. I don't know. I got up like 1 o'clock and just sat there in the hammock because my hammock's set right over here. And I only got a limited view, but I was seeing 3 or 4 strikes per minute of the meteor.
Wow.
Nice.
So I'm
Yeah.
hoping tonight I'm going to take the cot and actually set it out in the open and hope that I can actually get some sleep tonight, but I doubt it.
I went out last night at midnight to try to see him, and I didn't see a thing. I went out at 5 o'clock this morning, and I didn't see a thing. But through midnight and 5 o'clock, I dreamed about him, and I saw all kinds.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good. That works.
Yeah, dreaming about them works great.
That's the ones you can actually pick them out of the sky and say, "Hey, I got one."
I was looking over here.
Yeah, well, I tried.
Multitasking, rest. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you're in the same time zone as I am, Sheena.
Hey
I
guys,
can't see you.
Arizona
I'm-
doesn't have daylight savings, so
I'm going to pop
okay.
down now that you got some guys here to talk shop with. So
Well,
thank you.
before you go, what are you drinking, Dee?
I am drinking my wonderful Kentucky made L81.
Oh, no.
Oh, sounds
Well,
good.
It's a Kentucky beverage. One of those things Kentucky's known for.
Known for?
Bourbon, but hey, each their own.
Love the accent in there.
It's good with Maker's Mark.
oh, really?
I don't have Maker's in here, but my daughter used to like to mix it with Maker's Mark.
Nice.
So, but
I would
I
take the Maker's
drink
Go the other way.
I was gonna say, well, I waste good bourbon on a mixer, but we went through that the other night. So
Waste good bourbon instead of cooking. Sorry.
but I'm gonna run. I'm gonna
Whiskey, you guys know that.
yeah. But I'll talk to you another time, Tony. Good to see
All right,
you.
Dee, you have a
Good
good
day.
night. And
Dee, it was great to meet you.
Great to meet you too, Mark. You have it's Mark, right? Or Dan?
I'm Dan.
Dan.
Dan. See, I got it.
My name is Dan. Al Shafe is
Al.
I'll shape.
okay.
Hey.
I'll take
Hey.
it.
All right, guys. Thank you for letting me come up. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, Dee.
Very
have a
good.
good night.
Oh,
Thank
my.
you, Tennessee.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
I got 30 minutes max here. 29 minutes before Chef does his premiere.
Well, I just looked at the thing and it said like a quick hi, and it's like 2.5 hours in.
Well, you know you're always late. Dan was late too. Dan, you guys are busy. You're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Whether it's under the covers or not, still doing your own thing.
Well, I am in bed.
Yeah, it's what? Not even 8 o'clock?
No, I told you I gotta get up early in the morning.
I do
Yeah.
too. I got to get up at midnight.
Yeah, but
Good.
that's not early in the morning. That's late at night.
Well, I took a nap today. I'll probably take another nap and then get up like midnight, set up the camera, and see if I can catch this meteor shower on my camera.
That'd be
Nice.
nice.
Because
We'll be nice.
this meteor shower is the biggest one of the year.
Yeah.
And it's going to absolutely, if last night's any comparison to what's going to happen tonight, I'm going to be happy. Whether I get it or
Well,
not, I'm going to be happy.
Tony, have you ever watched Stargate?
Which
Stargaze?
one?
Stargate.
Which
SG-1.
one?
The original one.
No, I watch every episode of every one.
Okay, so do you remember the episode where they went to the planet and the fire streaks
I don't
come in
like
the sky? If you start seeing them that close, then you need to get out of there, okay?
I kind of want to see some splash down here. I'll go track them down. I'll jump in the Jeep immediately, go track them down. But I don't want to see it like that.
I'd like to see that polished
It was a good one.
You not seen that one, Dan?
up. No.
I think it was called the Fire Ring.
The planet
The Fire
got
Ring.
crushed by
Mm,
I gotta
meteors.
check this out.
The Stargate got hit with one of the meteors and got buried.
Yeah, they got buried.
Yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, my.
I was watching that today. That's why I thought on that when you said that.
Yeah.
Did you watch my short video today about the update on that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I should have done that yesterday.
Well, when I
Like,
first saw it, I thought,
what do you mean you
I
got to
thought
shoot,
maybe you talked some
shoot
of
a
it. So,
short video right now?
Yeah.
I need to let people know that where you can see the sky, you're going to want to see
Yeah.
this tonight. This is the peak
That's
of
what-
it and the whole works, Maybe it'll last another 4 or 5 days, but tonight's a peak where you're going to be seeing if you got a clear sky and an open view,
Tony, is that fire rain going past you in the daytime?
I've seen a couple during the day.
You shouldn't see them in the day.
No, but you do. Not as much the Perseid or Perseid in July. Perseid Comet Trail that we go through every July.
Oh, yeah.
That one, yeah, even during the daytime, you'll see them.
Huh.
That's where Tony has Bruce Willis is locked up in Tony's trailer.
You
So
know,
I think you're supposed to get sun on Saturday, so maybe I'll see you Saturday night.
What are you saying, Dad?
I said this, we don't get sun until Saturday, so I hope maybe get some residual Saturday night.
You will get some. I mean, I've been watching it for 7 or 8 days now.
I'd been planning to check it out, and then suddenly the clouds rolled in of all times.
Yeah.
Now next April is when the eclipse is, the solar eclipse is next April, isn't it?
Okay. Oh, I don't
know.
know.
Where does that show to though? Because that doesn't always show in
the peak on
No.
April.
I think you're supposed to. Actually, Tony might be in the best spot for the solar. It's supposed to come mainly through central North America, but anywhere in North America, you're supposed to be able to see it.
Yeah, I'll see it, but it won't be like the sun going. Like it only happened once here since I can ever remember. The sun came up, and then the eclipse came, and it was like the sun went down again, and then it came back up again.
Yeah,
it was pretty weird. But it's not very often that happens up this far north where you can see it like that.
Yeah.
So.
I've been buying the photo equipment, trying to get ready to. But I'll get everything, invest all that money, and then it'll be cloudy that day.
That's what happens. I went out. Well, I tell you, I was out with my sister one year, and we went to Capahaden, and we sat down. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. It was as clear as a bell. You could see the entire arm of the Milky Way and everything. I was like, my camera wouldn't pick it up.
Oh,
I was so disappointed. I was like, oh,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So, I gotta get some good camera equipment.
Yeah, that's what I've been investing in for the last 6 months or so, trying to get. I got a new lens. I'm going to get another camera body, but I got to. This lens. This is a Tamron zoom. It goes, but this is a full. I mean, 18 millimeters to 300 millimeters.
Oh wow!
I
And
know that's crazy.
it's nice. It's nice. It does really good.
I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, my actual camera, which is great for taking photos, not video, but it's only 300.
Yeah.
And I've done some crazy photos on that thing. I hardly ever share any of the stuff I do on my photo camera, but it's like,
Oh, that'd be nice.
I can't do any nighttime stuff on that camera. It just is not capable. I've got the GoPro set up the best I can right now. So hopefully
It does pretty good.
when I get up, midnight, 1 o'clock, I'll set the camera up out here in my little gravel patch where I'm going to be sleeping tonight because I want to watch the shower. Something fierce.
Now, Dan, you might be the right one to ask about this. I was looking at I think it's a Nokia 4500, I think, and it was, I think it was like 500 for it.
500?
That's not bad.
Yeah, $500.
That's a good price. That's a good
Yeah.
price.
So I'm wondering, like, is that going to be? Well, obviously it's going to be better than the camera I'm using now, but would it be any good for nighttime shots? Do you think?
You have to
Well,
look
that's
into
going to be,
the settings for it and how well it does for night views, whether it does
yeah.
a constant stream view or snapshot, time lapse.
Yeah.
And look at, for what you're talking about, you're going to look at what they call the aperture. What's the f-stop? What I use for night photography is
be under
1.4.
30 frames per second. I think
Under 30?
Mhm.
It needs to be able to open and close slowly to catch
Mhm.
the nighttime stars, planets, stuff like that.
Okay, because I'd really love, and I'd like to be able to.
Been looking into it today, trying to figure out how to set up my GoPro 7.
Like I was
Yeah.
looking at too for video quality, and I'm wondering would it catch it on video quality.
Yeah. When it comes to big cameras, Sony is my favorite. I like Sony cameras. And so
I like my
they do
Canon,
great.
but it's
And
so
Canons
old.
do. Yeah. But those old
Now
ones
we don't.
sometimes
We
do.
don't. Oh, go ahead.
I said sometimes the old ones do as good as the new stuff coming out.
Yeah, my actual Canon will not do anything in low light unless it can use a flash. So it's useless for doing the night sky.
Does it have interchangeable lenses?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it goes to
See, that's
300. It goes to 300 just
yeah.
with sky, but that's not gonna do me what I want for the low light. The low light's the issue,
Yeah, no, that's the thing with this one that I was looking at. I believe you can change out the lenses on it.
And that makes a big difference because that's where if you get a.
And yeah, it's about time to cut some of this off. I don't want to look like Al.
Oh man, it's the thing. Adam's family is the thing.
When I put all my hair down, I'm like the Adams Family cousin. It
You got the hair too.
There you go.
hard to get it all there now without a brush.
I don't think Dan wants to grow a beard.
Well, I don't mind it, but I've got my wife. She does not like a beard. Now, I've grown them a couple of times.
Choice, beard or the hair.
I got both.
Faster.
If I had my way, I would just let it go all the way
That's
around.
what I did.
Hair and
That's
beard.
what I did.
But you're always nice and clean. I mean, you are. You're always nice and clean. Is that
It's the
happen?
army. It's
Yeah.
the army days.
As soon as
But
I
I don't know if you
get
can
out of
see
the
that,
Navy,
but
I'm gonna stop.
That's my driver's license picture.
Oh wow.
Who's that?
That's me.
That's not Dan.
Where did you find that one,
You
too?
better not get pulled over. You're in trouble.
I had just let it go, and then Connie, she said, "You gotta get rid of it." So I got my hair cut and shaved. I don't like to shave.
No,
I hate
I used to be
Even
very
when
clean.
Even
but
when I
hadn't-
cut it, I don't shave. I just
Oh.
trim it back.
I
just
had my
do
head
it.
shaved and everything. The whole works.
Your head?
I had everything shaved. Yeah, I used to be shaved right bald.
Beard doesn't grow up to your eyeballs, Al.
Well, there's trimmers for that. I'm not a little bit off.
Yeah, you still don't have that up to your eyeballs like I do. When it grows
Well,
out, I have to keep cutting. No matter what, I gotta keep cutting it clear up to my eyeballs.
well, I was on with Jonesy there one day, and Jonesy was going through his collectible cards, and he had Star Wars ones, and he hauled up Chewie. Before he could even get anything out of his mouth, I said, "Oh, you have mine." You got me. He died laughing.
Oh my.
And,
Santa's in here.
Yep.
Santa's in here?
No, she's just calling us Santa.
Oh. Hey, J&J. I can't see comments, guys, unless I
No
unless I
worries.
swap. So, hello, everyone.
It's Canadian Patriot. It's got a Santa icon going right now. Canadian,
Oh,
come on up. Show yourself.
and I'm going to have to go,
Where's the
guys.
cabin?
My wife's calling saying that there's supper, and you know how I am, Tony. There's food.
Yep.
You got no choice.
Doris. Doris.
Y'all take care. We'll see you.
All right.
See you,
Dan,
Dan.
popping up.
Take care, Al.
Have a good night.
All right.
You
See you
too.
Bye-bye.
Monday. Those who don't know, Dan does a live on Monday. I usually try to join in. I should be able to do this week. I'm hoping. We'll see.
Doris, what are you doing?
I gotta stick my butt in your face.
Actually, she got it stuck in your face, not mine. So there. Isn't that the cat's ass?
So how's the weather, Al?
Cold. Very cold.
Yeah, it's been very cold here too. It's like
Yeah,
7
right.
degrees, man. It's horrible.
Goodbye, Tom. I'm just gonna go back here for a little while. Pretend I'm not even up here with you.
It was 37 the other morning.
Oh wow.
That was kind of crazy. It was like, no, I'm not crawling out of the hammock. Are you kidding me? I had to go pee.
You take your head down, you can see your breath.
I'm going right back to the hammock. And I got that 40-degree underquilt, and it's doing fine at that temperature.
Yeah.
You know, I got a 30-degree sleeping bag on top of me, but it's like, if it gets any worse, I'm not going to be happy. I mean, I went camping, last week, I think it was. I went camping, slept on the cot, and I got my 15-degree sleeping bag on me. That was nice.
Nice when you can get out like that.
It was
Just relax with a
cold.
little bit of minimal gear.
Cold when I got up. Like, I
Yeah.
gotta get up. I wanted to get up early and go do some more rock hounding, you know. Like, God damn, it's cold. Even when I was out rock hounding, my hands are in my pockets. I'm not filming. You know,
I ain't filming this. It's too cold. No. Oh yeah.
That's how I felt taking the rock one when I was taking it through the rock with Tony. My hand was going numb.
Oh yeah. Cole took the video and tagged you in it.
What?
Did you tag Tony in it?
I think I don't know if I did.
She probably tried to, but she got a short off of where we were cutting through, and there's a cut out of a mountainside, and we drove through it, and you can see all the different layers of the striations.
Yeah, otherwise I'd have got the notification for the tag.
Yeah, she's new at tagging, so we'll forgive her this
I
time.
know that.
Yeah, but it's in your shorts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in her shorts. Do you know what you called it?
No idea.
I don't follow her.
Wait, did I put it up?
No, she don't even know if she put it up yet.
Oh, it might be for already close to the period of time.
Check and see if you got it up yet before Tony going on a wild goose chase.
I see how it is.
Hmm. Trust me, I live with it.
I'm not gonna trust you. 'Cause
Sorry, I didn't put it up
no,
yet.
Oh, she doesn't have it up yet, Tony.
That's good. I'll look
Oh,
about.
I see how it is.
But yeah, it's a really nice cut through. Like the cut through the rocks is really nice because you see there's 2 or 3 different colors you can see going through the side of the mountain, the different layers. So it's pretty neat.
Almost lost it.
Yeah, Nicole almost lost a hand because she poked it out the window and it was like she thought she was on Snowpiercer.
I can't believe Nicole goes outside. So
Well, she bundled up and she had a heater and
2 years.
actually, yeah, 2 heaters. So it wasn't too bad. But she'll go outside.
you
Not in
gotta
the winter
quit
time.
doing that shit because that's gonna be contagious. You know that.
Well, I can't help that. It's later here than it is there.
Watch Tony on in a minute.
I know, that's why I said quit doing that. Oh
No
no.
yawning allowed. Simple as that.
Oh well. I'm gonna break your
It's
rules.
only what? Almost 5 here. I gotta shut down here in a couple minutes for chef.
Yeah. Kaz is on later tonight too, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she's got it scheduled live. I probably missed that because I'm going to bed. But
Yeah.
I want to get up and enjoy as much of that meteor shower tonight as I can.
Yeah, I might have a check outside and see if it's after clearing off out. But I think it's all cloud cover here.
Well, I got up last night about 1:30 or something like that. Sat in the hammock. And I don't got a great view, but it was like at least 3 meters a minute.
That's pretty good though.
Tonight, I'm going to take the cot, put her way out there where I got huge view, and enjoy that.
Well, I remember as being a kid, I used to be able to go down on the wharf and look up, and there was not that much light pollution here in the harbor. But now, when you goes down, you can't even see the stars down there anymore.
Well, that sucks.
So much light pollution is crazy.
Yeah, here, I don't know, about 10 o'clock, everybody shuts their lights off, and it's kind of gets somewhat dark.
Yeah.
Somewhat dark. I mean,
Well, it's good that everybody shuts off their lights.
yeah, I mean, it's Christmas time, so there's a lot of Christmas lights right at sunset.
Yeah.
But by midnight, everybody goes to bed, shuts them off, and then I actually have a view of the sky. Not the
Yeah.
greatest, because I still have a ton of light pollution. But when it comes to a meteor shower, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can see Saturn rising. If I went out there right now, I could probably see Saturn rising. And it's
Yeah.
daytime. I know well. School bus just went by. There's no kids out here. Come on.
No.
They got one kid in a 100-mile area.
Sorry.
And don't worry about it. I'm trying not to do it myself. I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost 5 p.m. here. It's almost what, 9:30 you?
8:30.
8:30, yeah.
Yeah. 8:30.
That time change always screws me up.
Yeah, I know that they need to get rid of this whole friggin' changing the clocks. It's a pain in the
I
butt.
don't see a sense in it anymore. I just don't. Yeah, we're
Used
coming
to.
up on winter solstice here in what, 22 days, 12 days, 12 days.
12 days, yeah. Is it 12 days? I don't think you even think it's that. It's the 21st, isn't it?
Is it 21st this year?
I thought it was the 21st.
I have no idea.
And
I
it's
know
the 14th
21st
now,
or
so
22nd.
it's usually between the winter solstice. What's it on this year? Just look it up.
Shortest day of the year.
Sorry.
She's busy promoting Chef.
Well,
She
Chef
can't
was
look
in
up.
earlier.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Come in and say
Damn,
hi.
was he in his car?
Yeah. Damn right it was in his car.
Dang, I missed him.
I almost
Oh,
texted you right before I went live, but it was like it's just a random pop up. I don't want to care.
yeah, I missed you the other night when you went on. I know a couple of things came up and I got a
I
little
told
busy.
you I was going live, and you totally didn't come.
That's why I say I missed you the other night.
Yeah, I
Got a little
missed you.
busy and I.
I was out. I was
I got fired. Did I get fired? Oh, what am I doing here?
I thought about it. I was like, oh, I tried to connect. Nope, it failed.
Tony, you were better off texting me.
Well, it didn't matter. I was busy. I was busy. Nicole could have been.
I'm not texting Nicole unless
No.
Al's sleeping.
Well, thanks.
I know that's the last message from Tony. Wake Al up.
You guys are welcome to text me anytime. I don't care.
Yeah, like I said, I try to check in every now and again with everyone so that you know how it is. It's like I'll let it go for about a week or so, and then I'll shoot you a message. Hey, how you doing? How's everything? Everything okay? You know, just check in.
Where are we
But,
at? 4:57 my time.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
3 minutes, 2 minutes and a half, right about now.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, I'm gonna shut her down right now so everybody has time to go catch Drunken Chef's premiere. You post a link, Nikki?
Get my chef's hat and my drink, and I'll be Drunken Chef.
Oh, I don't even think she's the mod.
She's
Yeah.
here. She's getting links.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not a mod. Let me add her as a mod.
No, I am. I'm a.
Are you a mod in there?
Yeah, Doris. I'll get it there.
Doris is gonna get it for you.
You guys know I'm kind of limited on the mods.
I had somebody ask me about that yesterday on my live, and I was like, I give up giving out moderators. I just did.
That's
I-
okay. I blocked DJ for
Oh my
24
God.
hours, Tony.
DJ came in on his second channel.
Sign.
DJ came in on his second channel. He has another channel now, DJ's Doll Corner or something.
Yeah.
And he came in, and Nicole didn't know what it was, so she went and looked at the channel, and it looked kind of off. So she was like, block. And she timed him out for 24 hours on my channel. And DJ was like, that's my other channel. Oh my God. And Des piped up and said, oh my God, Nicole, what did you hit him with? You knocked him into tomorrow.
So Nicole, if you could find Chef's link for his
Oh, yeah.
premiere. Share
Yeah,
that.
she got carried away when we were talking.
I mean, there are not many people watching, but give it what it is. And yeah, I'm going to be doing 2 to 3 lives a week, try to up my hours.
Nice.
I mean, it's hard for me because I don't always have the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you went live yesterday. I was like, I got the notification. It's like, I'm nowhere near anywhere to watch this, let alone join in.
No, it's all good.
I know it's all good, but it still sucks.
I know. I guess like that with stuff. Oh, there's Chef's Premiere just popped up.
Yeah, link is in Tony's phone.
Nicole just dropped the link.
Johnny Saltpepper going live. Ella Camper just posted one.
Who knows?
And a couple of comments.
No, I think Jack just dropped the video. He doesn't do lives.
No, that's what I was saying. I think he just dropped one.
His birthday was there a few days ago. Last week.
Outlaw Camper uploaded late fall hammock camp fail.
Must got too gold for him.
I hate that.
He's had that happening.
You guys know I've been sleeping in the hammock, no problem over here.
I mean, he's had that happen to him a few times. He goes out to hammock camp in the fall and is like, no, halfway through the night, no, gotta go to bed.
I've been happy, absolutely happy sleeping in it.
I'd imagine.
Oh,
It's a nice little setup you got there, all covered in. And
it's kind of a weird setup. I mean, I'm usually hanging off trees, and then here I'm hanging in a carport. But I'll tell you what, that 40-degree quilt, I could probably go lower. I could go lower, no problem. I got the 32-degree sleeping bag on top, inside there. Yeah, I think I can go probably 30 degrees in there, no problem. I won't be able to test that here, that's for damn sure.
no, come on up here. You can test it, no problem.
I come on up there, all I'm gonna do is grab your girlfriend.
I'm gonna make it sure there's a tattoo on her that says no returns or refunds.
No.
So, buyer beware.
That doesn't go good for that one nighter.
Nope.
I just want to test it out. Come on.
No test drives. You like it, you touch it, you break it, you buy it.
Oh. My wife said the same thing. Yeah, 27 years later, I'm still buying it.
Yeah. Oh, geez, me and Nicole have been together now for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, with no kids.
Time for a trade-in.
You want to upgrade or you want to go the other direction?
Oh. Oh, that's it.
All right. We should have got a notification for Chef.
Yeah, Chef's notification already came out.
Huh?
Chef's notification already came out.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh,
all right.
I got it.
I'm going to say this. Good night, everybody. Get out and enjoy this lightning meteor storm if you can. Please. I mean, it's going to be a great show. And anything compared to last night's show, and tonight's a peak, man, I hope it's great. I want to thank everybody for coming in today, and thank you so much.